Go.
Right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the penultimate session of Candlekeep Mysteries. After 62 sessions, we are nearing the end as you return back to the interior of the library, having just completed some riddling with one of the riddles, perhaps uh, being a little bit having room for improvement. Um, but the riddling was complete. You managed to solve them and return with yet more resolve. And you feel that there is only one more book heading in between you and the resurrection of Wisteria Vale, where presumably you will be able to find one errant quill and attempt to thwart their plans by whatever means you deem. You have
Ultra
just
violence.
finished the violence. You've just finished an order taking out the Tyrant Shadow. You went through the saloon and reached the moon. You've solved riddles in Ozamar. You've talked to your friends who were trapped inside of the books. And so now all that's left is this one hefty tome with the hubris in front of you, which was, for a little bit of contextual information, the final boss of the Canopic Being, much as Baphomet was the final boss of Legion of Iron. Um, there is no time to long rest, but you are able to take a short rest if you'd like to, or do anything else here at the library before we begin.
How do we know that for sure that there is no time to long rest, other than you saying that?
Um, Presumably your characters have tried. That we had sort of established it at a different point, and it just doesn't work. Any means or attempts to do so just don't seem to be effective.
Not that I was going to try.
I don't think I need to short rest, but I'll just blast myself with radiant damage till I'm at full health.
Let me check my resources.
Uh, hmm.
Basically, the only short rest resource I'm missing is my free detect thoughts, which I probably don't need. That's sad. Do you remember when last time I was here and I was talking to Valen about like trying to make something literally impossible inside the books, and she suggested I try it with someone a little dimmer?
One? Oh yeah.
Well, I thought about trying the Azure Demon for that, and I actually had a law of physics in mind for this one, the third law of thermodynamics. Basically, I'm going to try to get the Oni to use his ice magic to create something that's colder than absolute zero in there. Obviously, I'll
And
have to.
uh, what is your ultimate intention with this? Is it just to test what's possible inside of the books, or is it something else?
Essentially, like, I want to see if that can happen, and then what happens if I try to take that with me out of the book, essentially. And like, I would obviously have to explain in simplistic terms, like exactly what I'm trying to get him to do, like so that he could kinda, but not really understand what I'm going for here. But I think I could do that.
Alright. You join the Azure Demon, Dione, inside of their book momentarily, inside their dreamscape, which continues to be this field of wheat, which underneath is more grisly than it seems. And you tell them to make something, try to envision something that's colder than absolute zero, and then some
Okay.
other rationale that they don't quite
Yeah.
seem to get. They just.
Yeah, like I was going to explain
You,
it in a different way. Like try to like in a very simplistic way describe like atoms and molecules and their motion, and like try to get him to do something so cool that these things that you can't see that are always moving stop moving completely. And like that was the idea. I was also going to offer one of my scales as like the thing he focuses his efforts on.
they kind of they visibly tune out by the time you say like the word molecule. When you
I mean, I
say
did. I very specifically would not have used any kind of jargon. I was going to try to simplify it beyond that.
yes, yes,
Because like
yes.
I'm well aware that yes, this is dimmer.
Yeah. Um he hears the request and goes, okay. And they focus their efforts on the scale and try to think, I want something colder than cold. The coldest thing I could think. Hmm. The scale starts turning and it just becomes a piece of ice that is painful to hold because it's so cold.
Even with cold immunity.
Yeah, it's still painful to hold. Not by very much, mind you. Like it's barely piercing through the cold immunity. It just
I
by
mean,
like very, very slightly. Like
I mean, I'll
one
just hold it
damage
with
and cut it.
like I'll hold it with mage cloths even, just because I can. But yeah, like I will thank him for his efforts and try taking it out with me into the real world.
You bring it out with you from the book, and although if the change was so real inside the book, you visibly did feel that pain. It wasn't like imaginary. Once outside of the book, it was almost like it was a dream, and the scale has returned back to its normal condition.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll just put that back in place then. No reason not to. I suppose I can hop into Yorgar's and catch up if he has like any better theories at this point, and I could also inform him of that little experiment. Speaking of which, like now that we're aware that we're kind of technically dreaming, does it seem like dreams to us now when we're in the books?
Hello, welcome, Crystal.
Whoa.
We were just there was some book talkie before we head off into the main fight, so you haven't missed too much.
Okay.
Do I need to repeat that?
No, I got it. So you go into Professor Yogar's book and tell them that you had just got the Oni to create a piece of ice that's colder than cold. As Professor Yogar thinks about the ramifications of this, and they tell you, that those make it difficult to use if the things that are conjured can only stay within the books themselves. But it does present something troubling, which is if you are to be heading over into a book of Quill's design soon,
Where
they
he
may
is
be
the
able to
ruler.
use this against you. Yes.
Yeah. Like it would be like a layer of layers. Like it would be almost unthinkable to think we could win in such an environment.
But there does seem to be one thing that may be able to assist. Much as you noted that Valen was unable to. I think I saying their name right? Valen? Is that the person? Valen? Vahelen? Valen?
Valhallen.
Van Halen.
Vahalen? Van Halen?
Van Halen.
They. I've never met this individual. Apologies. Um, it does seem that because it requires the desire to conjure things, that this is only possible if it is something that they want to happen.
Well,
So
if we can have them be conflicted over the fight.
then that may prove value, yes. If somehow you were able to change their mind or otherwise create illusions or do anything that might be able to cause them to doubt themselves, then perhaps you stand some modicum of a opportunity, a weakness, even just a small bit of time to be able to retaliate.
Do I remember what any of his pals back in the Curious Tale of Wisteria Vale looked like?
Yes, you do remember. A lot of them did seem that they were based on their childhood figures and friends and adults in their life at the time.
I could use my change shape racial feature to try to transform into them and try to talk them down during the fighting. I mean, it would probably be an obvious ploy, but that still would have an emotional impact, I imagine.
Yes, and thankfully you're not dealing with a psychopath, it seems. Or at least, if they are one, they're really good at putting on a mask. Let us hope for the sake of everyone that's not the case. But then again, perhaps psychopathy wouldn't necessarily be the worst. Someone with no emotional needs can also have very weak desires.
I think if he's emanated these desires in the first place, there's probably power behind them.
Right. All right, I'll add that def word onto the
I'm
hubris.
doing it. I'm casting 5, and I'll be harnessing divine powers to get the slots back, and then
Oh, I
Can't
see.
you only get third levels with harness?
my proficiency bonus is 8.
Oh.
Is that a cleric buff?
No, so harness is
Oh wait,
Yeah,
it's half your prof bonus, but you're cheating because of your ion stones.
I'm playing by the rules. That's not cheating. If anything, I'm
Sure.
this is the only time I've been lawful good.
So everyone has a def word on them.
Yes, and I'm adjusting my slots and stuff, but I'll do a short rest actually and get my calendar minute back.
And you could easily be doing that while we're talking in the books, I imagine. Some minor multitasking.
Exactly, and as like as like flavor, Ray isn't even gonna say it. She just probably just like flies up to people, sort of puts a hand on them or sort of slaps them lightly, depending on how big they are, and just as sort of says death ward and flies away.
I mean, I've got Arcana expertise, so.
Cool. So that's 3. So I have 1 4th level slot left. Also, because there's so much because I've essentially cast 5 4th level slots, any healing that was needed on people who went to 50% last session because of the book, you probably don't need to consume any resources. I can just heal to full with those slots.
And final thing before you open up the book for the hubris, will you be nameless or sin this time, as you are able to basically freely switch between these?
Does my party have a preference?
Nameless.
Okay, that's fine. I'll stay as nameless then.
All right, nameless it is. Then you have the canopic being open onto this chapter. Press open the book and allow yourself to be whisked away into what you now recognize is a mental landscape. Now understanding the nature of the books much more fully, you can practically feel it, your body being yoinked away into a safe place during the duration of your stay here inside of the books. But all of your collective minds begin to form this reality together as the lights begin to dim all around and sand begins to consume your vision. And you find yourself within the Chamber of Immortals. You will start in this area right here at the center of the chamber.
I'm going to start in my true form.
All right. Note that much like the other times, there's not really an opportunity to move around before this begins. It always seems like things just sort of immediately happen after a brief stasis of being unable to move.
We definitely had the time to do this before opening the book.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Note that down here, this is not a wall. This is not a wall down here. This leads into this chamber to the south that you see. But the exits that are over there are inaccessible.
Oh, that's an hourglass. That's not a... Okay, this is actually a lot smaller of an arena than I thought it was. I thought those were platforms.
All right, you can change your size accordingly as you're moving in. I think that's reasonable to say that you have a chance to if you'd like.
I think I'll go 20-20. So I'll shrink down like over the course of 6 seconds.
Okay. Seems reasonable. All right. So you find yourself here. you have a brief moment of being able to see that there's a scroll on the ground, which, when you pick it up, seems to simply provide you more about the lore of this land, of this book that you were in. It doesn't seem to have any actual useful information with it in terms of like actual context for this encounter. It just seems like it is purely for the lore, as you found the Chronicles of the Last Prince of Ozamar on the ground.
It would have been there during the actual book, so it's here now.
Yeah. But thus begins, you see that this giant hourglass, which with your Arcana expertise you could recognize as being the vessel for a genie, begins to move on its own, despite no outside interference, surely a construct of the book, creating the artificial circumstances necessary for this event to occur.
Which kind of
And you
genie?
begin to see it. First, the hubris appears in its full, horrible glory. It whirs mechanically, despite being a genie form, and it has multiple hands holding a vessel inside of its arms that doesn't seem to contain much at this moment. And with but a one of a motion of all four of its hands gently, like a conductor, from the sides, four of these canopic mummies rise up. Thus begins the fight. Oh wait, no, that's not the one. Which one is it? Which one is it?
Even with higher decks, I can't ever roll good on initiative. Oh, nameless.
Yeah.
Are you willing to expend one of your rerolls?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, because I did roll a 4, so you can use your luck on that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not letting me roll
We just
again.
need we just need higher than 17, right?
Yeah. It's not letting me roll again, Aqua.
Just
do
roll
a
a d20. Yeah, and I got you. So you rolled a 4, which put you at 15. Let's see if you can.
Oops.
Oh my
That's a
god.
That was a-
D10.
Bruh.
It's a D10. It doesn't count.
It's true. It
So-
doesn't. It doesn't. Okay, it's 6, 21.
So that jumps me up to 22.
Oh, the hubris does have it. This roll at advantage. Hold on.
Okay, cool. We're on the same
Doesn't
chunk.
Let me see. A 9.
Hey, did
The hubris rolled a 16 last time. Yeah, it gets nothing. Its dexterity is terrible.
Elocution hasn't rolled.
Bonus points to any Monster Hunter players I can pinpoint where the song is from.
Hang on. Let me turn on the volume.
You're like just for a moment, so I can win this competition.
Is this Monster Hunter? If it's Rise, I wouldn't be able to tell you.
No, it is from World. I will be fair on this. It is from World.
I'm listening to it.
My guess
Our
is
condition is-
Fatalis or Velcana.
It is not Velcana or Fatalis.
Okay.
Is it a monster or like a
It
particular
is a
monster?
boss monster.
I'm not sure. Wait, I do know this.
Diablos.
Yeah, I'll see it as a Diablo.
It's not Diablos.
Jeez.
I do know this. Is it the wind?
Not
Dragon thing?
not the Wind Dragon.
Nagigante?
Not Nergigante.
Doesn't sound like Nergigante.
I don't remember.
My
This is
my
very
next
familiar,
guess
though,
would be
actually.
KT.
No,
I
I
may
don't
just
think.
let me just look at the list of monsters. Hold on. Let's see.
We just go through.
Okay.
all of them.
While you're looking, you can go ahead and get started. Your entire team is on one chunk. You use Tranquility.
Tranquility.
Activating the Tranquility of the mask, it impacts onto all 5 of the constructs in front of you. Or, well, the construct and the undead, but unfortunately, all 5 of them are completely immune to being charmed.
Cringe.
Do these mummies look like they're made of glass?
They look like they're made at a glassy shape, like a vessel that holds canopic ashes inside of them. You can actually see it in their picture there, that there's literally the ashes of people within the mummy. They are but a vessel.
All right, my last guess is Toby Kadachi.
Which one?
What?
Toby Kadachi.
No, it's not Toby.
Do you want the answer, or should we give Risu a moment to think?
Okay, let me look at the list of monsters.
It's not like a surprise or anything. So alright, this isn't like a trick question.
It's in the base game, not the ice one, right?
It is base. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Wait, is it base?
Uh.
I think so. no, you got me wondering. Hold on.
not Devil Joe,
Hmm.
right?
No. Okay, yeah, I think it is base.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna
No,
lie.
it is Iceborne. I'm sorry, it is Iceborne.
Oh, it is
Oh
Iceborne.
my god, we've been trolled.
Okay, then.
All right, Bamboro.
Not Bamboro.
All right, I got none.
Right.
I got none
the
except
answer-
to go
Oh,
through
right.
every single monster.
I do have something I should do right before at the start.
Before you do that, let me provide them the final answer. It is Ashara Isvalda.
Oh,
Don't
I
know which
forgot
one
that was a monster.
Who? A shard? Why don't I remember
That
that
creepy
is?
thing that stares at your camera instead of at your character
Oh yeah, that fucking creep.
at the very end. Yeah.
Oh my god.
That fucking.
must- I will note I'm
Okay.
trying to menace all of these to pierce any frightened immunity.
Okay. Let's see. One mummy does fail and does get menaced. And as for the hubris, let's see how their wisdom saves are. Not good. The answer is not good. I've added the frighten onto them, although we know that's menace. Okay.
I don't see it.
It's on there. I don't know why it's showing it, but it's on there.
I need to know which of the 4 mummies is frightened because that's important.
The mummy at the bottom right is the one that is frightened. Let's see. We have these fireballs. This fireball that goes out, which does maximum damage to both of these canopic mummies here.
And when it got
Damn it.
menace, I get to make a free move and attack at it.
Ooh, very nice. That does connect. The canopic mummy gets the hit, as it takes 32 psychic damage for its efforts.
I am going to determine its affinity for lightning. Is it resist or immune to it?
It is near.
Okay.
They are on the ground currently, Elocution. They just, when the fight began, they pushed the lids off of their sarcophagi and just, was shambled out. Or
I can
lightly
get-
levitated out, actually.
I can get both of these with my breath weapon, right? Because it's 10 feet wide.
By both. Do you mean the two on the right?
Yes.
Yes, you should be able to. I think there's an angle that'll work.
Alright. Oh, my Arcana Voltaic Breath.
They will take the full 140 lightning damage from that, as they do not have any mechanism of being able to stop that. Execution, you throw down your spike growth. Go ahead and draw the or place the location of where that is, and you got the Holly using their
It's
trumpet.
DC 25 disadvantage if they're evil.
They are not evil.
God damn it! What if I just accuse them of being evil?
I don't think that works.
Yeah, for the first time, you're fighting
Horrible.
a creature that is not evil. This thing is neutral.
Mm.
Okay, hold on, let me see. Did you roll the damage on that trumpet?
I was expecting the con saves.
Oh, sorry. Nope.
Don't hit it with con saves.
That is both. I can't change the trumpet. Okay, it's the only thing the elephant can do. So I've lost the. Oh wait, but this damage is doubled if they are checks notes. Undead?
It is not undead.
Aberration?
Really?
It is an elemental construct.
Oh god, I'm correct, boys. Send me back to
What kind of mummy isn't
the
undead?
Shadow Realm, where we're fighting the dark thing.
The mummies are undead, though, which, not a
Oh,
surprise.
sorry. I thought you were.
Okay, cool. Well, the mummies can take double damage then.
All right, hold on. Before we go into the rest of these, let's get the trumpet damage in, because it is going to use legendary actions in response in a moment.
I did roll it. It's 23 radiant and 27. Why does that say? I think that should be thunder. The 27 is thunder.
So that is 25 damage. Pew. Sometimes the trumpet wrecks. This is not one of those times. The hubris will take a legendary action in response as some of this stuff does begin to happen. Whenever it's making these motions, it moves ever so slowly, ever so deliberately with its hands, and it goes ahead and conjures up by lightly throwing two of its hands in almost a motion that sort of looks like it's holding an orb. A area on the ground that expands instantly into what appears to be a orb of slowed time. Let me go ahead and get this right here.
If I have a feature named Timeless Body, am I immune?
No, you are not immune.
I should be.
Let's see. I think that's a good color for it. Oh no, what color is this? What color is this lad? I think green isn't it? Let's see. I feel like they're oh wait, now Growl is red. I can't use red.
Yeah. Wrong one.
That feels fitting. This area, the people inside of it, you are under the effects of the slow spell as you find yourself moving incredibly slowly within.
It's of no difference to me. Actually, my speed can't be reduced.
Oh, that's good. Although there are more detriments to the slow spell than simply slowed speed.
Yes. Like, -2 AC disadvantage on dex saves, I think. Also, the only one attack, and I think spells is like a 50-50 shot if you lose it.
I think one of the big ones is you can't use reactions.
That is a big problem. Let me go ahead and
This is the slow spell, correct? Or is it close enough that it's treated as a spell?
it is not a spell. It is this one is it just literally controlling time inside of that wobble right there.
Because like I still have my action, but that's it. So if it was the spell, I could have just dispelled it.
Yeah, this one is not a spell, however.
It's a bauble.
Okay. Then we now have the spike growth, which goes right here on the ground elocution as you get ready to slice up these canopic mummies. And then Growl, you said you were throwing hands, right? So you activate your bonus action.
Yes. And they have to make dex save.
Okay, they make the dex saves. Let's see how they do.
Fail. Fail.
They will fail and take 102 fire damage.
Elocution's trying to telekinetically shove one.
Front left. By front left, do you mean the top one or the bottom one? Okay, that one. I see. It makes the string.
I have a question. Can I grapple someone and be mounted on someone else?
Technically, yes. I don't see any reason why not.
Okay, does anyone want to do the cheese grater tactic?
What now?
Basically, it's when you keep
Anyone would
moving
like
people
to
back and
see.
forth inside of spike growth to keep make them keep taking damage.
Because
Can I do-
they...
No,
I mean,
never
you
do
would
that.
actually be really good at it
Yeah,
with
it's
your extra
Grau, how much
reach and
speed
your
do you have?
I have a lot.
What is a lot?
I have 70 speed.
Are you done with... Wait, hang on, wait, don't move that one yet. Hang on, hang on.
Okay. Elocution looks like you gotta wait for a moment to push it back with your own cheese grating.
Well, let me see. I have. I mean, if I didn't move, then I would have like 30, 40, 30 speed.
So you have 30 feet to spare?
Yeah, if I was back here still.
Okay, where do you want to end up? Like, once you're where you want to be at the end of your turn, how much speed do you have left?
I mean, I would like to be in your little aura, but it doesn't.
Is that the only reason why you want to stand there? Because I'm mounted on
Yeah.
you, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, then that's fine. Then yeah, no, I have no other reason.
Okay, so 30 feet. All right, I'm gonna grapple this one.
You go.
I'll let go at the end of the turn so elocution can shove it.
You will need to be out of that slow field, I think, unless you want to.
What's
You
like
want this to be the only thing you do this turn.
the pink thing?
Yes, that's the slow.
I'm on Growl, so she's out of it. I'm also out of it.
Okay, so you are out of the slow spell. You grappled a canopic mummy. Let's see how it does on the athletics check. Hold on, that's acrobatics. It's not. It rolled super high on athletics, surprisingly. But Nameless is quite the beefy lads. So
All right.
I think how I said lads. Like I was trying to combine lad and lass together, and I created lads.
2d4 times 30. 60d4?
All right, so Growl, you're just moving back and forth with the mummy right there.
Sure.
Oh, I'm gonna use my own. I'm gonna add in my own speed too, so that's an extra 20 feet if I hopped off and then get sucked back in.
All right. So Growl, you have Nameless as a shadow after you had just did your nice bit of damage to them here by blowing up essentially. You see Nameless grab one of them and drag its face on the spike ground underneath. As you move back and forward like a cheese grater. You're just slicing it up outright until eventually the mummy has perished.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not that it
Because-
matters anymore, but did either of you have the ring that causes your max rolls to explode? Because I wonder if that would apply
Yes.
there.
I do.
To spike growth? No, would not apply to spike growth.
It doesn't.
What if
yeah.
elocution did?
Hmm?
What if elocution had that ring? Would it apply?
Let
no,
me
it's
read. Why? Is it just because the effect doesn't originate directly from elocution anymore?
Yeah, that's why. Elocution, you still had your extra spell left. The one you were planning to grate is now well, graded. Yes, you could
Yeah.
still move the other one.
You can start degrading on that one.
Great.
What a degrading experience.
Are you getting that much out of 35-foot push?
Yep. Actually, that should be 70. 70 d4. Add an extra 10 d4 to that.
Great.
Oh, it's dead anyway, doesn't matter.
Well,
You see the hubris raise one of its hands over toward your direction there, Nameless. By the way, Lakishan, you may want to be out of the slow field before taking your action. Otherwise, that would not have been possible. Well, on the slow field, you're restricted to just one singular action and nothing else. Your speed is halved alongside that slow field.
Does movement used in the slow field essentially cost double, or is it like as soon as you're out of the slow field, you get your other half of the movement back?
Halved while in the slow field, you get it back after you exit.
Okay, cool.
Okay, and then you did everything you just did. The canopic mummy has been annihilated there. But the hubris raises its hand over towards you, Elocution, and aims one of its rotting shards at you. Does a 28 hit? It does not. Oh wait, yeah, that's a con save. That's the.
I mean, that's an attack roll.
Yeah, that's an attack roll, not a con save. Unless you're preemptively like trying to maintain concentration. Okay, let's see what the damage on it.
Do you not have shield or anything? Because I feel like that might not be something you want to be hit by.
Wait, where'd she go?
They're down
Back
here.
here.
Oh, they're. Oh. Okay, I don't think I can reach you.
Yeah, the hubris barely has line of sight to hit you too. It's your choice if
Wait,
you want to use.
how does it hit her? She's like, so there's stairs up to where we're currently at. She's behind those stairs.
Yeah, that's why I said that the hubris barely has line of sight right there.
I mean,
Like,
it is
literally.
really tall, and it looks like it's floating, so it might be able to see, like, at the right angle.
Yeah, if Elocution was even just one space to the left, it would have missed, or not been able to target them in the first place, rather. That is 80 damage to Elocution, and you pass a con save against it, unless you're using some shield or something. And then you can make a con save to maintain concentration on Spike Growth. This will be a DC 40 con save to maintain concentration. As after getting a maximum great value, you got some great value out of that Spike Growth. You avoid the worst effects of the Rotting Shard, and you lose concentration on Spike Growth.
Should you be over there?
Who?
Ray.
I will be moving. I'll be moving shortly because I've still got a bonus action to use. I was like
Okay.
allowing all the shit to go down. I presume these mummies are too high level for Turn Undead to work, right?
Don't you automatically do that?
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
at the start of your turn?
Yeah, that's why I was checking. But
They are too high level for it, yeah.
is anyone else doing anything at present?
I've got my action left, but I'm probably just cantripping a mummy.
Okay, cool. Then
Actually, I might not even be able to do that if I'm in the slow zone.
Right, your action was already taken, and you can't take any more.
I presume you added your move speed from Longstrider. Wiz?
I was only able to get back to the middle because of Longstrider. I got the free attack from Menacing. I moved 20 down to get the angle on those two for my breath, and then I moved 20 back up into the center.
Okay, cool. Just checking. I mean, if you want to do your action first, because...
I mean, I don't have an action because I'm out of movement and I'm in the slow,
right,
and I
yeah.
used the bonus action.
Okay, cool. Holly will disengage, just in case. they have 10 foot of movement or attack range. And I will cast a moonbeam. Ooh, what's a nice spell slot? I like 7. There.
Right on its crotch.
It's like the best place in terms of them moving around it.
Before you do this, I just realized something, and I apologize. You remember how Holly did 25 damage with her hit?
Kind of, yeah.
It was actually less than that because they are resistant to radiant damage.
Oh my god, this is the fucking. You know what? Fuck it, sub me out. I'll roll a paladin. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, you can still do this if you would like to, though. Your choice.
I would like to do something else. If this was known information.
Yes, you knew it when Holly used her trumpet earlier. I just forgot about its resistance to radiant damage.
Is it right? Is it resistant to thunder damage? Because some of it was thunder damage.
It is not resistant to thunder.
Cool. Okay.
Well, you don't know it's resistant to thunder, but I mean, I just said it, but you can pretend I didn't say it.
Okay, cool. Well, I mean,
it did get hit by the thunder of the trumpet.
Yeah, the trumpet is half thunder, half radiant.
Okay. I'm not a failure. It seems.
Yeah, exactly. Right, let me give me my slot back real quick. And instead, I will cast. Did I make this? Oh, I did. We'll do a 7th Lunar Storm instead. This should just be damage because it's force. Enjoy.
Wiz, how do I break the news to him?
Oh my fucking god.
As your Lunia Storm impacts directly over onto the hubris, you see that it is totally unaffected by the force damage that you have just thrown at it.
Whoa. Don't get rid of it. It can still. I can still move that storm. That's a 7th level storm. That's staying on the field.
Okay. Yes. Sorry, I removed it and I can't seem to place it back because the Foundry won't let me. It's like, wow, this guy just is your damage typing is just this just ain't it, Chief. This ain't it.
Like Ray was
it's not
scowling
like
with the radiant damage, and now it's immune to force damage. Like,
I didn't choose this in response to y'all fighting it. It was like this. When
Ray just like pulls out a little medic armband and just ties it around their arm. Like, yep, this is me.
Okay.
Wiz, where is how could you? Oh no, I've got the wrong tool on. How close do I need to be for the aura of protection?
10 feet. I am full in total cover, so you can use me as a wall.
So you're saying like if I go like there, that's full cover, and I'm not in the slow zone?
In theory.
Okay, I'll do that.
It depends on whether or not it's written to go around corners.
Okay, synchronicity. You learn the name of the most damaging move. Let me check what counts as its most damaging move.
Oh, you know what? I have this.
You learn, Elocution, you learn that its most damaging move is called Inevitable Catastrophe, which is thunder and force damage.
Can you give it us for the mummy as well?
The mummy's most damaging move is rotting. Oh, I'm sorry, 1 second. I'm checking if this is rotting shard or rotting fist. Rotting fist, which deals bludgeoning and necrotic damage.
I love those damages. They're my favorite.
Is that everyone?
I think so. All right, then. The hubris will take its turn with everybody has ended their spots where they would like to. Let me go ahead and have the hubris move. The hubris has 3 legendary actions, which it begins to use in succession, one after the other. As you see that, as it expends one of them, the golem that had just been graded over here
Comes back.
seems to move backward through time, reverse grading itself as it moves backward across these spikes that it just was like. The lid on its sarcophagus remains pushed to the side, but it lies back down into the sarcophagus as if it was
Fucking Tracer.
completely uninjured. As does the other one. As does this one. However, the 4th canopic mummy there at the top right does not appear to revert back into time.
Do we have any ways to CC them, or do you think that it would undo that as well?
You see that the menace that you applied to that canopic mummy at the bottom right has disappeared. It is no longer menaced.
Okay. So we have like 2 options here: completely ignore the mummies and full power into the hubris, or keep destroying the mummies just so that it has to use legendary actions to revive them.
I could banishment the mummies. I can get 3 of them with a 8th level
That might
slot.
work because they might not count as like targets if they're not there to be targeted.
Yeah, and in terms of damage, I'm gonna be real. I got nothing. My whole shtick is double casting guiding bolt. So
Fortunately, these guys have terrible dex saves and no immunity to lightning or psychic, so I'm gonna be okay in damage.
Right. The hubris, for its turn will do the following in order. First, the trumpet damage it seemed to have taken earlier begins to knit and repair itself as it lightly waves its arm over the affected area. Thus, it is completely uninjured now. It uses one of its rotting shards over at Ray.
is this an attack roll? I would like to roll away from it.
All right, roll. You dodge to the side very quickly as it also throws one of these at you, Growl, one rotting shard.
Rude.
Also, nice alertness on reacting to that. You're like, is that an attack roll? And dodge.
Look, I've had so many times I've had like, can I alert this? And the roll's already. I was like, okay.
Yo,
So I've learned.
You've learned. You become more alert, you might say. As Growl, you take a 94 damage from this rotting shard, but you do pass a Constitution save.
Is
say
Nameless
keep
not
'em-
blocking that?
Oh,
What? I'm here.
Growl is
Uh,
getting stabbed. Are you blocking?
Okay. Me block.
the rotting shard is redirected over into over to you, Nameless, which you managed to avoid the worst effects of.
Nice.
You then see that it directs a spell over at Holly, as you can see what the spell is. It is a 9th level spell. It is Time Ravage.
If I was an arcane person, what would that do?
It's a bunch of necrotic damage and forced aging.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Is there a save?
Time Ravage has a Constitution saving throw. think Holly's okay.
I think Holly's okay.
Wait, that's Ray. Oh wait, you had the same saves, right? You share the same.
We have
save.
the same saves, yeah.
All right, you avoid the worst effects of the time ravage. Taking only half this amount. 70 necrotic damage onto Holly.
Oakley dokley. Am I resistant to any of this? No, I am not. One.
I mean, is Holly is the better question.
That's true.
But I imagine a Celestial probably is not resistant to necrotic.
Quite useful for them.
Same reason like how like fiends aren't resistant to radiant, even though they really should be, in terms of optimization.
Finally, the last thing the hubris does is that it seems to, with one of its fingers, point over toward a growl.
Go away.
And that's all that seems to happen. Nothing else occurs from
Oh.
that.
He Phoenix right me.
As it becomes my turn, I would really like to move out of the slope before anything else.
All right. Unfortunately, it is the Canopic Mummy's turn.
Oh, okay, never mind. I'll move back.
Growl, you receive a vision in your mind, which you are welcome to share if you would like. But first, the Canopic Mummies float forward to begin their actions. Are you going to redirect these attacks as well, Nameless?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me get the Canopic Mummies to hit with their rotting fist. Hiya! What's the AC to beat?
37.
Okay. 1 failed. Oh, sorry. Whoops. 1 failed. 2 failed. 4 failed. All 4 of their rotting fist attacks miss. Over on the other side, Jojiro, one of them aims a rotting fist at you. AC to
Not a
beat.
chance. My AC is right now 36.
So only a crit is going to land. As all... Oh, well, there's a crit.
I am
Wait,
immune
where
to
are you?
crits.
Alright, so you'll just take the damage from it only, and the con save as well. But I don't think you'll have trouble passing this con save, as it only does normal damage. 33.
I can make him reroll, so you don't take any
Uh,
damage.
I am immune to necrotic, so I'm just taking 18 bludgeoning.
Okay.
I think we can let that ride.
Okay.
I will, however, counter with my empathic feedback as soon as I find it.
That mummy will take 40 psychic damage from the attempt. And then all 4 of them aim both of their hands, extending them outward as if holding you all inside of a globe, and each one of them begins to try casting a hold person onto each one person, which seems to be a time version of the spell. So, Growl, please make a wisdom saving throw.
Does this still only work on humanoids?
We're getting to that part.
Let me re-roll that. Oh,
33 is a pass.
Is it?
Yeah,
Is it?
they only had a DC 33 in all of their other attacks.
I apologize. That should be sharing the same DC as the Hubris. That was when the other party fought them, but y'all were stronger, and so it has scaled up accordingly. Their DC is 37 with the Dreadful Freeze.
Can I
fix that.
get a reroll? It's gonna be bad times.
Is your first one a 5 or is the first one the 2?
I used the luck point.
Oh, okay.
Either way,
Then yeah,
So
you
it
do
can
the 2.
be the 2.
Yeah.
Wait, did you say...
Right.
You might not have to roll. You said 37?
Yes.
37.
Yeah.
What? Oh, okay, just add your proc bonus to that. But
Oh.
it uses your reaction, though.
Oh, that's fine.
So you can add 7 for your in exchange for your reaction if you wish.
Oh, that's fine then. Yeah. I'll add
Excellent.
that.
Alright, Nameless provides shadow energy over to you, which allows you to pass that wisdom save. But though Nameless, one of them aims as well towards you with their Dreadful Freeze. Please make a wisdom save.
I am wise. XD.
Alright, one of them aims a spell at Holly. Holly, please make your move. You are safe.
Does it work on celestial creature types?
The Canopic mummy attempts to dreadfully freeze Holly, but their celestial nature prevents it from working. One of them attempts to freeze Drajira, but their draconic nature prevents it from working.
Is your creature type Fey, Ray?
It is. But don't tell them though.
As the dreadful freezes finish and the mummies continue their assaults, the turn begins with Risu. Make sure you had seen the message I had sent you.
Yeah. Because I turns out I saw the future and I'm going to explode, so everyone stay far away from me. Yeah.
What?
As the turn starts,
I don't know when it happens, but it says a forceful explosion of time centered on me explodes out, shattering all things within a vicinity of me. So
No.
you better run.
what about Big Boy?
I mean, I guess we can't move yet, right? It's still enemy turn.
No, they finished.
It's our turn now, right?
I'm just doing their frighteneds.
We're just getting through a few start of turn effects.
Yeah, like your aura that does radiant damage.
We'll get into that.
The hubris is still menaced, yeah. So both of the ones on the right got menaced, and the hubris as well.
Alright, I am going to, like, as a free action, immediately use my menacing feature to attack the hubris with my melee attack.
As you're closer to it, you can hear its clicking and whirring of its joints with every crack and bend.
It does a 31 hit.
31 does connect. Yes. Your psychic power emanates in with your bite, but you feel it dissipating outright and having no effect on the hubris. It is immune to psychic damage as well.
Oh god.
Understood.
I'm
I mean,
so
fortunately, I can convert all my future psychic damage into lightning damage.
Yes, thankfully. Otherwise, that would be really bad.
Oh, Aqua, can you give everything that started within 30 feet of Jojera and I 8 radiant damage, please?
They are immune to... No, I'm kidding. There we go. And the hubris is resistant to radiant. It takes 4 damage. Elocution, you were throwing out Autoluke's resilient spear. Where are you throwing this at? Okay, got it. Intonation is bubbled. Boop.
I would like to take the next action and attempt to banish some of these mummies. How many we're gonna banish? Well, oh wait, I can. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I can do all of them.
Banishment.
Uh,
3 mummies.
Nameless. Are
banished.
you able to get that one to fail its save? It failed its save by 5.
Which one? Where ping it?
Passed by 5.
Yeah, sorry, it passed by 5. The one
Is it
that's
this
next to you, I guess. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. Yeah. Like, my DC is 25,
Yeah.
so you can get it to.
Reroll.
Got it, Elocution. I just saw your message. Alright. Reroll.
Reroll. Hope you suck. What the fuck?
It did better.
Alright, I think I have one other thing. Hold on.
Rune
Please
of
hold.
Gloomy Fortune? Question mark? Is that it?
I think that's what I might have just used. Yeah, that's what I just used. I don't think I have anything else that subtracts. Yeah, that was the only thing I have that potentially subtracts saving throws.
Fair enough. I mean, 3 is
I-
still.
I do have my Echoes of Fate. I can reduce it by D10.
I love gambling.
Well,
I believe.
what is DC 5? Okay, so if it's 30, it has to. It's a 60% chance, right?
Elocution also has Dark One's own luck, yeah. So one of us could use it, and then the other, if that Fate isn't enough, could throw the other on.
Is Dark One's own luck a D10 as well? Is it a lower die?
I think it's D10. There we go. He fails.
You fail.
As all 4 mummies are banished away, the hubris will to use 2 of its legendary actions to do the following. You've seen that this entire time sand has been falling down from the ceiling of the chamber very lightly, and it's just moving and whisking away across the room with the action of what you're all doing. But it begins to accelerate the sand inside of a area as the area begins to move with such intensity it is slicing people up. Let me go ahead and draw where exactly this is. This is not the right template. It should be this one. I think it's going to be able to get like this nice bit right here. And the width of this is a little longer than it shows. It is actually 15 feet, managing to get
I'd like to
all
alert.
those.
Holly and I would like to alert away from this.
You alert. Yeah. Nameless and Jojira, you both are not quite so lucky as the accelerated sand tries to slice into you right there. Please make a dexterity saving throw.
While you're doing that, just quick real question. The healing bonus that Resolve gives us, is that specifically limited to healing spells, or is it just on any healing?
Healing spells.
Okay, fair enough. Then I will just get
1 second.
30 on that, I believe.
Wait, hold on. I thought I was on Growl.
I thought Growl, unless this would change the orientation of this. You can be on Growl, but Growl did tell you to,
They didn't tell me. They didn't tell me to get off, so I guess I got off. I didn't specifically say. That's fine.
Wait,
Okay.
How
can
far
I,
away do
like-
we have to be?
I don't know, but can I like check on my body? Is there like something on me? Like, is there a bomb?
You check your body and there's nothing that you can visibly see on you, but you just feel this looming sense of dread, and that's it.
I'm just gonna hug the thing, the genie.
Jojira and Nameless, you both take half of this as you pass the dexterity saving throw. It is slashing damage.
I refuse to take any damage.
Oh.
Get fucked.
Why did I take half?
It's a save for half damage. Oh, wait. Yeah, you didn't pass the save, so never mind. You take the full damage.
Wait, you didn't
In
pass save?
exchange, however,
Do you need help?
I mean, if
26.
you want help, I'm not gonna say no.
Oh, it's 11. You need
Yeah.
11 more. Oh.
Dex saves are kinda my worst save.
Wait, I thought you could convert to strength. Was that someone else?
That is not me.
That's me.
Oh, it's you. You can. Oh, you rolled a 7. You can re-roll, but that will be all I have.
Okay.
I'll-
I will withstand and add 7 to that.
Cool.
So you only take half damage from the slicing sand. It does feel like moving and acting within this sand is visibly hurting, just by virtue of like how much sand there is and how much like it's moving inside of the vicinity.
So that was 47. So I took that's my temp health and 25 damage from my actual health.
How tall is the sand?
When that
It covered-
happens,
It's from floor to ceiling.
Thank you.
I am converting this to lightning damage. So there's just going to be like electricity sparking from what it passes for a head on it.
Zip. I like you said a headwind. Like you look at its art and like I don't know if that is that a head. Who even knows?
That's why I
really
said
The
what
vessel.
passes for a head.
Yeah, shock the vessel.
Is this a lingering effect?
What?
the sand stays on the ground. Yes, or from the ground to the ceiling. You don't see it dissipating. The bauble from earlier also did not dissipate.
Okay. I don't. I need to move out of it. But I'm also not on anyone right now.
Yeah, that initial move hurts as you take 27 slashing damage.
That was a move in response to Jojira needing a reroll. So when the
I
set
see.
being summoned.
Okay.
I think I was here. I don't
Yeah,
know where
every
I was,
5 feet
but I
moved
just
within,
moved off.
just for reference, not saying you took that damage because you said you were moving out, but every 5 feet within does 5d12 slashing damage.
5d12 you said?
Yes.
Sorry, let me just move my freaking character.
Oh, you're moving further into the sand. That's
No,
gonna
no,
hurt.
I'm not. I just had to be it. The ruler doesn't let you measure if your icon's in the way.
Oh, I see. I understand.
I think you're going to get your money, Growl.
I know. I'm just watching.
You have to sound so happy about it. Hang on a second.
I'll sit on
Get
Jojira
me
for
my
now. I don't really have anywhere else to sit.
Elocution, your fortress over there continues to be set up as you cast your Shadow of Moil. I'm so glad we set up that Storm Surge. It still looks as cool as the first time I ever placed it in. Also, doesn't Resilient Spear take concentration? If so, Shadow Moil also takes concentration. That may affect your choice.
Right.
Resilient Sphere does take concentration.
I apologize. This may not actually affect any. No, wait. Dreadful Freeze is Wisdom. I thought it was Charisma for some reason. No, Dreadful Freeze is Wisdom. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, sure. I'll allow that elocution.
That is not the right one. Whoops. I need to use the spell, not the fucking attack. And I am converting all of that to lightning.
Okay. As it takes 87 lightning damage from the hit. It will use 3 of its legendary actions in response as it moves its bauble to a new spot, placing it right here.
I think I only had to move 10 feet because all the other movement I did this turn was my menacing, so I can just...
Into a
here,
little
kitty.
pocket over there to the side, dragging Nameless with you.
Well, that's my bonus action, that's my action, that's my reaction, that's all my movement, basically.
All right, Elocution, you're throwing out the Malevolent Inverter onto the Hubris, which will use its, what is that, Wisdom save? It's not great at that. Taking the full 108 cold damage as the malevolent inverter explodes onto its location. All right, and Growl, what are you up to? I don't believe you've taken your turn yet.
Oh yeah, I was waiting so I could be far away from everyone. But also, I just won 50 pounds, so I'm very happy. What is the best move here? So, just punch.
You are currently within the slow field in this area right here.
Oh. Okay. I will move.
Just teleport forehead.
Yeah, it's slow doesn't really affect you as much as anyone else. If you can literally just teleport out. I think you're too far to punch from here. I don't think your reach is 25.
Oh.
I think they get 15 from their class and then 5 from their wraps, so I think that's 20.
Just out of range. They would need 25. But if they move 5 feet closer, they're in the slow field.
Well, I mean, can't I just hit and then come out and then I'll do a bonus something else? Actually, no. It's still too far.
I don't believe you can move in or out of Resilient Sphere.
Yeah, like nothing goes in or out of Resilience Sphere. Like you
It
can't
is
even
quite
cast spells
resilient.
through it. Like even from the inside, like you're basically just
Right.
It's very resilient.
Well, I mean, there's not much I can do.
Very sphere.
I'll just finish my hit and then I'll just move away. I have no other range.
Where were you? Where did you say you were doing?
I think if
mean,
you're
can I just like
inside of
be
it,
in it and then attack and then move out, basically?
I think if you're inside of it, you can use your attack action. If you
Yeah,
make
and
3
then just
attacks and then
leave.
move out of it, then you can use your fireball as a bonus action while you're far away from it.
Yeah, I mean that's what
Not
I thought I was gonna do, but then you said that I couldn't throw anything in.
in the slow field. You can only ever make 1 attack, even if you can normally make more.
Oh really? Oh, we'll then take the crit then.
All right, you go in, slow down, and hit him with the big 58 before bouncing out of the slow.
Slow really is like undervalued because of how overloaded it can be.
And then am I allowed to throw in a fireball or no?
Yeah, because you get your bonus action back as soon as you're out of the slow.
Okay.
Oh yeah, reasonable. You throw out a fireball. It's not great at dex saves as it takes the full 101 fire damage.
Alright, I will just stand very far away.
If you're gonna explode, would this count as like full coverage, like for the rest of us?
That's a great question. Anyway,
Trumpet. Hit him with
The-
the trumpet.
oh yeah, the hubris is just. Oh wait, sorry. Continue. Yes, trumpet.
Yeah, I've been carefully looking at all my options. That don't deal force damage, radiant damage, aren't concentration, and wouldn't put me over this wall. And I got nothing.
For Holly, you mean?
No, for me.
Oh.
Everything is either concentration or force damage, or not relevant, or charm immune. And I think all my radiant damage is well, my best radiant damage is concentration, but here's your damage. Remember, the 27 is thunder.
Okay, so that would be. Let me see.
It's 39 total with radiant resistance. Oh wait, it passed. Oops, never mind.
Yeah. So 19 damage. No, 18. But no, not because we always round down.
Cool.
Yeah.
Holly will take the dodge action, and I am going to... Ray is going to look down at the little medic armband she's tied around for herself and just go, huh, this really is quite apt.
The
And then
hubris
cast
will be
this.
used to move its. Sorry.
Is it doing a legendary action? In response to
When you
something?
finish your turn, because you're the last one to move.
Okay. Yeet. Does that?
Swirling
Oh, I
bolt.
just realized this thing being immune to force damage sucks for a warlock.
Right, you're throwing your swirling bolt from right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
you need
throw the
one.
swirling bolt as it moves through the slow field, and by the time it pings onto the hubris, it does 7 damage.
7? Does this?
I guess attacks that travel through the slow deal half damage.
Oh my god.
Correct.
Does that go both ways?
You can't help but
Uh?
super presume. I'm gonna fly her, and I'm just gonna shout. Shout at me if you need healing. I don't have much. And I'll take the dodge action as well, since that can be my
It does seem
bonus.
like me and Growl are the only ones that can hurt this.
As the hubris begins its turn, it expends 2 legendary actions, and you see the following. Blipping back into existence, the canopic mummy from earlier returns back over to its little sarcophagus over here. As does the one over here. Although I'm trying to remember exactly. This one was empathic feedback, and then yeah, okay, so it returns back here. Returning back from returns through time, back returning over to its sarcophagus.
Are they
If we
shouting
can
that
just
every time?
if we keep chipping down the mummies, like it seems like they're coming back at one turn, like a go. So if we just keep doing damage so that like they don't need to be reversed, like we can just chip them down to the point where like every time they do get revived, they have no health and we insta kill them again.
So I was just returning, pasting it back on initiative. There we go. The hubris also, sorry, it's legendary actions don't return to the end of its turn. I'm just putting it before I forget. You see the hubris also do one other thing. As it waves its hand over its body, you see that the cold energy from the malevolent inverter is expelled as if it reversed the hit on itself from that one instance.
So
It
it's
is still
regenerating.
damaged.
It's regenerating from one attack, not a set amount of health.
Okay. The next thing it does, rotting shard, right here, directed over onto you there, Jajira.
I don't have my reaction, so it's up to Nameless if he wants to block that, because that's exactly my AC.
I will block
What you got, Nameless?
and use the. That's weird. Hang on, sorry. I was focused on the skitter widget. Gift them Tally
does.
Dragon. There is that.
Okay, so
Does
use
that
the
have that?
reaction to. It goes ahead and throws a second rotting shard out.
Wait, quick
Which will miss.
question. Nameless, do you
Yeah.
have mounted combatant?
Yeah. What?
If you're redirecting the attacks, wouldn't they be at disadvantage because it's bigger than you?
You're right. I completely forgot about that feature.
Okay, then that would be at disadvantage. It would have missed, and let's see how the second attack goes. It misses. Wait, big. Oh yeah, because you have mounted. Wait, do you have mounted combatant? No, yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought you had the other one. No, you had both shield master and mounted combatant, right? That's how you're giving people the reaction saving throw increase.
Hey, same.
Wait, doesn't that saving throw only work for creatures that are
Yeah.
larger than you? Then how did Growl get it since you're larger than Growl?
Well, the creature is larger than Growl.
No, I mean the mounted combatant. Does the extra reaction only work for the? Oh, I see. It might be that the mounted is separate from the size thing. I'm going to double check.
I don't know. I can go look.
Let's see. I'll check. Mounted combatant. Mounted. When your mount makes a saving throw, it does not specify the mount must be larger than you.
Yeah, it doesn't say.
Okay. Cool. Then it is valid. It is good. It worked out. Then we go ahead and see its next move here, which is it is going to attempt to time ravage you, nameless. Go ahead and make a. See, I think it's a con save.
Can this,
save?
can this,
Okay.
can this homie chill with the 9th level slots? That's like the second one.
Whoa.
I mean, that should only be 60, but that's
That
still
should be
more than
60.
enough.
Yeah.
It's like that number is way too high.
Wait, why is there another plus 10? I see that there's like
Because we're stacked on
Both of
top
our
of each other
auras.
right now.
We have our auras
Yeah,
set to automatically apply, but only
Yeah,
one
when
should
we're
apply because it's
together,
an
we need
ability
to
with the same
remember to
name.
subtract 10.
Yeah. Okay. And so you only take half of this time ravage damage, which is 64 necrotic.
So 32.
That was the half. Sorry. The full damage is 20d12. Half damage is
Yeah, but I'm
64.
resistant, so.
Oh, okay, then yes, I see. 32 damage. The next thing that happens is Growl, while you're the looming sense of dread. There's almost a sigh of relief as an inevitable catastrophe occurs to you. As the area next on you and within 15 feet of you, it's almost like there's a moment of clarity, stillness, silence, and then time itself explodes in that area, dealing 257 thunder and force damage on an intelligence saving throw.
Obligatory. If you can't pass this, I will let you pass this.
Hold on. Am I not immune to force? I do not remember.
Your sheet has you set to be immune to poison and resistant to necrotic, but it's possible you just never put it there. If you are, I mean.
Oh no, wait. I'm resistant to everything but force. That's what it was.
I mean, that includes thunder. That's good.
Oh,
Yeah, so the thunder is halved. Let's see.
So that's 188 damage in total by failing that intelligence saving throw.
I will legendary dragon mask resist. Get Growl to pass that.
Okay, Growl, you have been granted the power of grace and have been allowed to pass this save, dealing only 94 damage instead.
Actually, since she passed and she's a monk with the level 20 capstone, doesn't she take 0?
Oh, right, because they don't take half as much. Growl, you were prepared for the inevitable catastrophe as, through the power of Ray's grace, you were provided an opportunity to teleport away at the final instant frame perfect reaction to avoid an inevitable catastrophe outright.
Those iframes are broken. Also, I just like to think of this like headcanon as just Ray just like raises an offside flag. She just takes no damage.
Parry time. That's awesome. The next thing the hubris does is that it raises its hands gently once more. With two of its hands this time, it points at the two people next to it. As Nameless and Jojira, you begin to feel that sense of dread. There is an inevitable catastrophe on its way.
You see on me?
Both
And
of us.
also Jojira.
Oh. Alright.
The mummies return on their turns. This one moves up to you, Growl. Ugh. Rotting fist. Yeah. As it does 87 damage.
She does
Well,
resist necrotic
off.
and bludgeoning right now.
Yeah, so divided by 2.
40 damage. And you failed the constitution save against its rotting fist. You feel it there. You have been afflicted by mummy rot.
Yes.
Oh, that's not
That's
good.
not
Yeah.
a disease, right? That's a curse, not a disease.
It is a curse.
Yeah,
But
she
I
would be
don't
immune if it
believe
was a
in
disease. I don't believe in mummies, and they just all
Mummies aren't
vanish.
real.
Mummies. What's a mummy? It has a second rotting fist attack too. 29 will connect. 35 damage, halved because, shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
So that is 17 damage. And it will attempt to dreadfully freeze you. Please make a charisma saving. Oh, it is a charisma save. I thought it was a con save or wisdom save.
No, wait, let me.
Well, whatever.
No! Forget it. I mean, wait. Where is it?
Yeah, I think that might be unsalvageable, even if your teammate's assistant too.
Okay, I'll use my. Just one more. Oh, I hate my life.
Growl, you have been
I'll
paralyzed
use the
by the
massive
Wait,
mummy.
you're
advantage.
trying to get 36? I don't think you can get above 36.
I can. I think I can.
Wait, you can,
Oh,
but you're...
hold on. By grace, you have been saved, Growl, as Ray uses one more of their legendary resistances to allow you to pass.
You are half of this team's DPS in this fight, but that is all I've got. So you're on your own from now, kiddo.
Thank you, mommy.
This canopic mummy flies over toward you, Ray. One of the rotting fists directed at you, and one at Holly.
I'll direct the one at Holly to me as well, at disadvantage.
Okay. So 26, and then disadvantage, that is an 18, which is not enough, I believe. It will also attempt to dreadfully freeze Holly, which it cannot do. Actually, it saw before that it can't. The Huber saw this. It will instead attempt to dreadfully freeze you, Ray, which is a whole
person?
person.
Cool, I'm Faye.
It is whole. The whole person is unable to work. Their time magic is just not strong enough to work on anything that is not a humanoid.
We've got a dragon, a fae, a construct. It's a shame that...
Well, like it's a humanoid construct. You got
they're both, right?
Warforged.
You should have renounced your humanity, Jojo.
And with that, the hubris has concluded its turn, and we return back to everybody else here.
Do we know what mummy rot does?
You have not seen this mummy rot. Every mummy rot's a little bit different.
Okay.
I think the way the standard mummy rot works is
No
you can't
healing.
heal at all,
Yeah.
and if you ever hit 0, you turn to dust.
Yeah. If you have a way of teleporting over to me, I can probably try remove cursing you. But
I can.
But I think your priority probably should be to throw damage at,
Yeah.
the big dude.
Shall beat it up.
So what are you planning on doing, Nameless? Because we probably shouldn't eat these inevitable catastrophes together.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where we can move to.
I mean, I feel like you should jump off me, is what I was saying, and get away. Is
Yeah, I
that
can
sand
jump
thing
off
still there?
you.
Yes, neither the
is.
bobble nor the slicing sand have disappeared.
We're kind of pendant.
Sheesh. Do you have any teleportation? Because I don't.
No, I
Just
have
function.
familiars, but I didn't put them on the board, so I don't know if I'm even allowed to use them.
I think that they would have possibly been subjected to damage at this point, so it's a little late for it.
Okay, and so
I will
I mean,
note,
I
Elo,
have.
that the big guy is immune to force, so if you're trying to do damage to it, you should not use Eldritch Blast.
I have Thunder Step.
I mean, go right ahead. I'm basically immune to con saves, so you can jump off me.
Okay. How far does this go?
Like 90 or 120 feet, it's one of the two.
90.
Yeah, because Misty Step is 30, Dimension Door is like 500.
Alternatively, it was 15 feet around Growl, right? How much the slow field does it slow you? Half feet or something?
Yeah, you have half speed while you're in there until you get out.
Okay. How much speed are normally? We can actually move. We can get far enough away from each other, I think. With 15 feet? I have 15 feet of movement. So I'll hop off of you. And then you
wait.
can back up a little bit.
It's our turn, isn't it?
You don't
Yeah.
have reactions while you're in the slow field, by the way, which is kind of your
But
gimmick.
if I convert all of my actions to reactions first before I do that, then I do have them, don't I?
No, you literally cannot use reactions while in the slow field.
Oh, okay.
That's why I was suggesting teleporting instead of moving.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna go over here with Thunder Step then. I'll sit on Ray.
I imagine I can't fail your save, so I just take 0 damage.
Yeah.
I'm just blinking as an exploding cat has jumped onto me.
Yeah, cat
Exploding
just like
cans.
it's like there's like a loud explosion and suddenly there's a cat on you.
Classic.
I don't really have a way of moving through this big wall without taking a fair amount of damage.
Oh, you know what? Can I position myself so that Thunder Step also hits the big dude?
No
I think
reason
that's
not
feasible,
to.
yeah.
Okay.
I think you can't exclude your Jira, so you though if
I
you're
mean,
Yeah, it
Thunder.
doesn't matter. Jojir is not excluded anyway, but
indestructible,
he doesn't
dude.
take damage. So.
Mm.
Constitution saving throw.
Let's see that damage.
I don't know what my DC is, but it's below 20, so.
I literally can't fail that, so I just take 0 damage.
The
That,
thing is,
so it's
but
that
where
Thunder
does my oh my DC is my DC is 20. Okay, but it doesn't matter. So 3D half of this 5.
Oh. Maybe just, I'm going to record that damage number right now in case it decides to undo that. 5. Okay.
Yeah.
Do we want to
5
get the
damage.
curse off of Growl first before anything else, maybe? Like, she can just teleport over to Aerie.
That's venerable fairy. Fairy. Growl is too busy enjoying
Wait,
her
should I?
her
Well, I'm
ill-gotten
just like
gains
not ill-gotten.
from betraying the country. Sorry, I'm derailing. Go on.
Firstly, I had no faith. Yeah, you're right. Secondly, I mean, do you want me to hit first or just go to? Like, would you rather me hit the big guy or just like the mummies? Because I don't know how I can't really reach the big guy without being in a slow field.
I mean,
What
it
should we
might
do the
move the slow
fireball?
field later. And as of right now, you and I are basically the only ones that can damage the big guy, as far as we know.
Yeah. All right. You know. I'll
Don't
try
go
that.
in. Don't go in there. That's bad spot.
Oh, I thought that was one of your guys.
No, that is the Hurty, and I can easily move to any like point on this side of the wall if it makes it easier for you.
Am I still in that? I forget it. Eat some fire.
Fire!
Also, how does that thing like pass a dex save? By the way, like
It doesn't.
It moves time around to try and pass it.
that is very dexterous of it. To be fair, true.
There was a in 3.5 there was a totally not evasion called Present Sense that a few divination related classes had that was basically evasion. It was them just predicting something and not being there ahead of time.
Growl, as you cast out your fireball, you feel your body beginning to betray itself slightly, and you take, after resistances, 10 damage from your own fireball,
Oh.
which I've already subtracted.
Okay,
If you
get
look
that
at your
mummy well off.
fingertips, it's a very similar effect that you saw in Valen way back then when they were turning to dust.
I try to shake it off by punching the mummy.
Ouch. As you punch, you feel like a tiny portion of your hand turn to dust and fly off as you do deal 48 damage.
I do it again.
Another 10 damage.
We found the secret to punching good. Have dust hands.
Yeah. Blind them a bit with my hands, the sand coming into their eyes.
Pocket 10.
And yeah, that's me, I guess.
Are you able to jump onto the side of the wall to have your curse removed?
Okay.
You blip over to the other side.
Bloop. Wait, are you gonna explode, Crystal?
Nameless is,
Yes.
Oh my god.
I am over here.
I am running quite low on spell slots, so I guess I'll use we can use high level slots for low level spells, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
It's called upcasting.
Cast you. Enjoy.
Your curse has been removed, Growl, as your mummy rot has expired.
And yeah, I just had to punch.
How high is this ceiling?
This chamber extends quite high, 30 feet. But you do see the hubris does something else. As it uses two of its legendary actions, waving its hands like if it's conjuring a river, and the sand slicing through begins to change orientation this away. 1 second. Let me get the distance a little more accurate.
Just for clarity, I'm on Holly's token.
Okay. This should actually be like 150. That's why it's like not. It extends across the entire chamber. 1 second. The hubris seems quite intelligent, and it's able to sort of perfectly get these in the right spot. You see that one of your loyal followers, Elocution, is being protected by its resilient spear, but you are still within the slicing sand that it has conjured here, or the accelerated sand, rather.
I would like to alert out of this.
Okay. You're ready for the accelerated sand as you dodge to the side. Growl, you will also have to deck save against this accelerated sand. Failing and taking half of that. So that'll be 47 damage.
Oh, right. I forgot something.
All right, your capstone makes you take half, and then your resistance, so you take again, Growl. So that's actually divided. So you only take 23 damage from the sand.
Yep.
Elocution, if
boy.
you pass, and you will take the 94 slashing damage. Oh, I see. Nice. You adapt instinctively to the result elocution and thus manage to avoid the worst effects of it. Dragon Storm
This-
Warning does 15 damage to the ships.
I also forgot this. Like, to see if it got frightened or for menaced again. Let me check
It passes.
the exact. Yeah, I'm checking the exact wording on the feat real quick. It says when you menace a creature, so like it has to actively re-menace it every time, I guess. Okay.
I just need to check the wording on something just to make sure. Just give me 1 moment, please.
Mummy at the bottom right has been menaced.
From the accelerating sand, I will apply my electric feedback. That's 38 lightning because I'm converting it.
All right, 38.
I'm going to move out of the sand. Is there room here?
Let me see. I
That is
mean,
further than I was.
yeah, I was just double checking where it was right there. If you're squeezing, yeah. You're like literally pressed up against the wall.
It's not a domain spell. It's fine. We have a backup healer. Growl, you can heal for 110.
Sweet. Yep.
Runic capacitor. The amount of damage runic capacitor adds is. Runic capacitor says it adds 5 times the level of the expended slot up to 5th level.
So up to 25.
Oh, wait, yeah. You can expend an additional spell slot to add 25 extra damage to the hit, basically. I mean, you have like 8 spell slots available, so you're not in any dire straits in terms of adding that extra bit. No, not to each individual hit. Oh my god. You have me something.
Can we not, like, make one of the worst damage rolls on the damage type that he's not resistant to? Holly, come on. Step it up. It's fine. Even, at least... oh, wait. Did you say the... Are the mummies undead, or are they elemental construct as well?
They are
They're
undead.
Okay, cool. Then, okay, it passes, but it takes double damage.
Why did oh, because they're undead.
We don't know ACs yet. No one's missed.
Time to miss.
I mean, I guess is. Okay, sure. While we were resting. Wait, is that giving me a 3rd level slot? Oh, no, it hasn't.
Probably because by default, that's really as high as you can get.
Yeah, it's just not giving me a slot at all.
Nice, 36.5. Let's go. I know why that's happening. So you go ahead and you aim to the right side of the hubris over there, just out of range of the, just out of the slow field it has going on, and you impact that scorching ray.
Elo's asking if she should roll 10
Yeah.
attacks.
Go for it. That I feel like that's why people use scorching ray, is so they can roll 10 attacks.
Yep.
And I think you would just roll 10 damage rolls.
It's fucking overriding the previous attacks.
Yeah, how much damage does each ray do anyway?
It's like 2d6, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's 2d6. Yeah, 2d6. So yeah, just roll 20d6 then. That's probably easier. Just roll 20d6 damage. I don't think any of these can miss. Your attack rolls are too high.
Have we worked out his AC yet?
It's below 30.
Plus 25. Nice. That is 104 damage that has been dealt over to the hubris.
I'd like to
Wait,
get my
did I-
breath weapon in here now.
Hold on. Okay, I was just making sure I got the damage roll in correctly. It doesn't have good deck saves, so it will take the full 150 lightning damage from that hit. The hubris taking quite a bit of damage from the combination of blows that it has received.
Thanks to my Shock Blast enchant, I can apply my breath weapon to any target within 5 feet of me. I choose myself to hit myself with lightning and heal from it.
Very cool. The hubris will go ahead and use its own dreadful freeze aimed at Yutojira, but this is not only humanoid specific, for this is a version of Hold Monster.
Which save?
This is a charisma save.
I don't think it matters even if I fail, but I'll roll anyway.
Yeah, okay, you're fine. Charisma save is the charisma saves are good.
I'm a dragon. Of course my charisma saves are good. When
Okay,
does
any other? Mhm.
like, when does a warlock apply hex? When they hit them with an accursed spell, right? So would the first scorching ray have applied hex so that all the after ones would have also done the extra hex damage?
Let me double check. It's been a while. When you cast a spell using a pack magic, you can immediately cast Hex at first level without expending a spell slot.
So that's an extra like 10d6 at least.
What type of damage type is Hex?
Necrotic.
Necrotic.
I don't think it has any particular resistance to necrotic. Yeah, that seems to work. Add that 10d6. 34 more damage. Not bad.
Is your hex boosted at all? I don't actually remember all the warlock buffs. Okay. Those are all nice, but none of those are bonus damage right now.
Any other moves? Otherwise, that should be it.
I do have my action still because I was saving it, but if we're down to just my action, I'm just going to blast him with a full power Draconic Spark.
Take the shot.
I am going to spend one of my Scion of the first Scion points to reroll that.
Okay. There we go. That's a bit more reasonable. 40 and 90 lightning damage. Pachoon.
That should be me. I don't know if anyone else wanted to do anything. Like, I think Growl might want to teleport from where she is.
Yeah. There's I can. Okay. Wait. It's a new round, right? Is it time for fireball?
It's the same round still. We've been taking a while.
Oh. In that case, with my little bit of movement.
Right. If that's all, the last thing it'll do before its turn begins is it'll use all 3 of its final legendary actions as it places all 4 of its hands together on its vessel, and a glowing, emanating, disgusting light emanates from it. And suddenly, a wave of time, temporal energy, it explodes forth, impacting everything here in the room. It's like a wave of force that begins to try and disintegrate people by bringing them back to the beginning of their lives.
Baby.
I can't be aged magically. Does this count?
To the beginning is, let me see. Yes, to the beginning is aging.
Alright.
Or de-aging, I guess, in this case.
So I don't need to make the save?
Right.
Correct. Alright, thank you.
So that's 146 damage on a charisma save. Half on a success.
Oh, wait. Do I not have that as well?
The monk has like a sister counterpart to that, but it's not the same.
Oh, I see.
Is this magical slashing damage?
Hmm?
Is this magical slashing
Yes,
damage?
this is magical.
God damn it.
It is using magic.
Is this? I can't be aged magically. Does
Oh,
that
did you
count?
also get that clause?
Yeah.
For timeless body?
Yeah. Oh, that's not helpful. Oh, yeah, oh, you can click it. Yeah, so I can't be aged magically.
Yeah, this
Oh,
you do
okay.
have the exact same clause.
Yeah.
So you should also
Your
be
timeless body is
Let's
protecting
go.
you against the effects of the de-aging magic that it's using.
Young and beautiful forever.
It's a shame I can't high five you from all the way over here.
Yes.
All right, nameless, make that save as well.
Genetically high five. Oh,
Charisma?
perfectly, I mean.
Wait, sorry. This is Sin.
Okay, so that's only half damage onto you. And Elocution, you as well. You have failed to save, so I think you're taking the full 146 damage.
That's
okay.
hilarious.
Elocution refuses.
They said no.
Elocution
think
has
the
always
only-
existed.
So I think Holly, Ray, and Nameless are the only three that can be affected by this. Oh, why did Ray die? Ray's gone. They fell off the planet.
Pass.
You subtracted a
believe they're dead.
negative there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I noticed when I just healed 19.
Did you just get like one-shotted?
No, I must have
the math
misclicked.
is wrong.
I can heal you.
Please, I'm so used in this fight. Don't take what the last thing I can do. No, I'm comfortably healthy.
Okay.
I've come a long way from all my mounts just getting one shot in Aqua campaigns to not be them being one shot.
There's still time.
Wow. Okay. Also, I realized this happens at the beginning of the turn, not at the end. The inevitable catastrophes begin to occur. Nameless, you feel it. That looming sense of dread you had has suddenly turned into a temporal explosion of thunder and force, as it does onto you as well, Drajira.
Damn, we need the
So we take half damage from this?
Elocution,
Yeah.
yes.
Wait, what?
Wait, Elocution's in
Oh,
range?
sorry, I was answering Elocution's question. I was just answering Elocution.
So do we
It is
take
an
half
intelligence.
damage from this? Just
Yes,
by
it's saver
default?
half.
Oh. Trying to decide if I want to just how much damage is that?
Which one is me?
It's kind of a lot of damage.
You're the
I
second
don't
one,
know if I
Jujir.
want to take it.
Okay.
Oh wait, no. Historically, we do top to bottom, so never mind. It should be inevitable. It top to bottom, left to right. So 266 is Drajira, 275 is Nameless. That's precedent.
Smaller damage.
I don't know if I want to take this. It's still like 70 damage.
I'm going to conquer thunder. And give myself thunder immunity.
Well, that's a spell, right?
Yes.
The hubris responds by counterspelling.
Okay.
There doesn't seem to be anything tethering the boss in place, Elocution, but it doesn't seem like it's trying to move.
Am I within counterspell range? I can't
It's
quite.
60 feet normally.
Alright, I guess that's fine.
Snapper, that's looking at.
Yeah, you are in counter spell range.
Okay, cool. It literally comes from one of the multiple gems on my head. Actually,
You counter to counter. Thus, Drajira, you are allowed to conquer the elements.
So I only took half of 115. So 57.
No.
Right, what about you, Nameless?
I just took 1/4 of the damage.
Okay, you're passing your resistance to both thunder and force?
Yeah.
Okay. The inevitable catastrophes conclude as it undoes one instance of damage. Specifically, I think.
The 5 damage it took, obviously, that's the one it wants to undo.
Yeah,
Of course. Yeah, of course.
yeah,
Yeah, why would it do anything else?
yeah.
Just checking.
It undoes the damage on the Arcano Vitake Volt.
Arcane Nova, take a breath.
Did it eat the 4
breath
radiant damage from
ball.
earlier?
It will go ahead and throw out these rotting shards once more. It aims one of them directly at you, Elocution, as you were still just the same thing that allowed you to be able to see it for a counterspell potentially is putting you. It's shooting it from its knee, I guess, over there.
Ew.
Unless you were intending to not be visible, but that means your option to counterspell would. Oh, by Moil and in darkness. It cannot see you. Okay. Instead, then, is going to direct one of these over at Nameless. Rotting Shard. Does a 37 connect?
Probably not. I still have. Where's it coming from?
The
The
Hubris.
big one.
Oh, the big one. Wait, did we get a chance to move?
No, it's
No,
still
this
its
is
turn.
still its turn.
Oh, okay. Then I'll just use Dragon Hide.
Dragon
That's an attack
Dragon Knight
roll, not just.
Not Gift of the Metallic Dragon, sorry. The other
There you
one.
go.
Okay. More AC as you avoid the hit on the rotting shard by toughening your skin. It throws one over at you, Ray. Rotting shard. Ooh, that's a roll.
Whenever it gets to this part of the song, I keep thinking it's Attack on Titan.
Sorry, I was speaking to family. What's going on?
You're getting
39.
rotting sharded.
Oh. Is this too late to alert this?
No. I think you've been using alerts pretty judiciously in response to its rotting shard attacks.
Cool. Then I will alert.
You and Holly alert to the side. Yeah. It will use its Time Ravage, as it has seen who is immune to the effects of this. Nameless, it is going to try and Time Ravage you. Please make a Constitution saving throw. Or take Saber Half.
I mean, if they pass, they're immune to it.
Okay. You avoid the worst effect of its Time Ravage, and then it goes ahead and, with 3 of its hands this time, point to begin the inevitable catastrophes once more. 1 on Jajira, 1 on Elocution, and 1 on Ray. You feel that looming sense of a catastrophe that is on the way. The mummies begin their turns. This one will float over to you, Grell. Float. But it is out of range to hit you.
Aha.
Does it take
And so
sand
instead,
damage?
it's going...
Shame.
It does not. It seems like it's ignoring the effects of it.
So it's immune to slashing.
And it moves down over into the little chamber here. This other Knopic mummy over here will try to punch you, Ray, with its Rotting Fist. Rotting Fist 1, miss. Rotting Fist 2, 32.
Does not hit. My AC is... Oh, it's 30. Reaction. And it's targeting me. Do I have anything? I don't believe...
Also, I realize it's not going to dash. What am I doing?
Yeah, I'll take it. Owie.
Okay. You take the 34 damage, and it attempts to mummy rot you. It's a 37 DC. Apologies for that the DC is wrong. Actually, I think the damage is wrong too. I think there's an extra D6 on each of those.
Do I have advantage on con saves? Give me a second.
52 should be the amount. I apologize. Or do I apologize?
Oh, my notepad is on my old computer with my... does anyone know off the top of their head any, like, effects which give you advantage on con saves that I might have taken?
The tough feat.
I don't think resilient. Maybe I don't have
No.
it.
Resilient would not give you advantage because it's one of the very few feats that did not get buffed.
Please hold. I will. Would you be cool with me legendary resisting it? But if I find something that. I'll just legendary resist it. It's fine.
You do not wish to be cursed as you legendary resist it. Okay, the Canopic mummies still have their spells available.
Oh wait,
The Canopic mummy on the left.
Sorry, never mind. I'll take it. I just remembered I've got a bomb coming up that I probably should use that on. I'll take the curse.
Right. Oh, I should type who had the catastrophes. It was
I was
Nameless,
one of them.
Ray, and Elocution, right?
I was pretty certain I was one of them.
Okay, never mind. Drajira, Ray, and Elocution. I'm typing it before I forget.
So that's 6.
Okay, well, sorry, Ray. What did you say you were doing?
I'll just take the damage and take the mummy route.
You have been hit. You've been struck by a smooth mummy rot. I don't know why I said it that way. That was kind of weird. The Canopic mummies. Each caster spell. One is going to try hold monstering you, Growl, the one on the left. Please make a charisma saving throw as it tries to freeze you in place. And you are paralyzed. Canopic mummy on the right attempts to paralyze you, Nameless. Make a charisma save. You pass. You are unaffected by frozen time. Thus begins all of your turns once more, and the hubris regains its legendary actions.
If we're paralyzed.
Oh, the bombs like explode at the end of our turns? Is that what happens?
Oh yeah, I forgot
Yeah.
about this.
Who doesn't have a bomb?
Me, but I'm paralyzed.
I'm gonna sit on you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Send me like a cat.
Start of
Sitting
turn
on my
effects. Can you add a white mark onto the hubris, please?
Okay.
And deal
I think it got triggered. I think the Dragon Storm immediately procced it too.
Cool. Then you can heal for. That's when you cast a spell. When you heal. Let me double check one word in.
If I try to attack with a melee natural weapon through the sand, am I hurting myself to do that?
Yes.
I mean, my melee attacks don't do any damage.
Jojo, you can heal for 8. Nemus can heal for 4.
I heal for 4.
Oh.
And give anything within 30 feet of Jojo and I 8 radiant damage, please.
Four here, 8 here, and 8 here. All right, it's your moves. If for the actual turn, since I think that's all the start of turn stuff.
What level are we?
21.
Thank you, thank you.
I'm paralyzed.
Unless anyone has anything I want to do immediately, I will open the cell phone and call the antiphone proxy deity. And the lesser deity can give me an effect equivalent to a third of my cleric level, which would be
So
7.
level 7.
A nice spell.
You've already used your divine intervention, though.
Isn't the proxy one still usable? I thought you could do the proxy one once per checks notes day. It's either day or long rest.
I really should have phrased the divine intervention better. I'm like looking through, like
I think when you your words realised you was high on pot's noose wording it, I feel like the way I read it is you can do the divine intervention like once per.
The buff documents, like if you read it, you can once per long rest go to the proxy regardless of anything else.
Yeah, that's the intention.
your deity can only intervene once per day. If you use the feature again before then, the call to the deity fails and you instead gain aid from the deity's proxy. But you
Sounds good.
can't. The intention is not to give you a limitless set of 7th level spell slots, basically.
It's not limitless. It is once per long
day?
rest.
Oh, long rest.
If you read the very top of the 10th level feature there, you said once per long rest you can call on your deity.
Okay, I'll probably roll that for now. I think that figuring out the wording was probably my fault to begin with anyway. Go for it. You're trying to do something equivalent to Firestorm?
Yeah, unless they have anything, unless the deity antiphons has anything better. But I think Firestorm. I'll paste the text for you in case you do need it. This is the buffed version.
Fire rains down over onto all of the creatures here as it traverses through the sky. Whoops. And the mummies make their dex saves. That I don't think they're correct. Yeah, they can't pass. They will take the full 7d10, and because it's a proxy and they can do more, they go ahead and turn it into a 10d10. Go ahead and roll 10d10 fire damage as it rains down with draconic fire.
Because it's my deity doing it, and my deity is like the source of my subclass. Do the mummies get to be vulnerable to it?
The mummies are not vulnerable to it, no.
Boo. Okay. As you were.
As the fire rains down, this mummy must make a Constitution saving throw. Failing and thus releasing Growl from their paralysis.
Woo. Nice.
Alright, I can't believe it didn't occur to me because it's fucking hold person.
Cool. I will. I need a BRB 1 sec, but I'll let all y'all do your stuff, and then I'll trumpet and maybe heal when I get back. BRB.
All right. You know what to do.
You're free, Growl. You're like, no more paralysis. Stop it.
Such a hard time finding. Good. Go away. Move. Move away. Oh my god. Why did I open all this stuff up? Oh. Oh wait, it didn't even go to the act.
You liked it so much, you did it twice.
Oh, I did activate. Okay.
I'm kidding. It's fine. 104 fire damage goes out onto the hubris.
Let me see if I can. Where's my range again? It was a 15.
I think you have 20-foot melee range with your wraps on.
Only Ray has moved, and Grow's moving now, Elocution. And depending on how you want to think about it, Nameless is moving too. Or has
I-
moved.
Yeah.
I have 5 foot for my gloves, and then my astral self can be 10 or 15.
Nameless has the fastest turns, technically.
XD.
I mean, I've basically am already set with what I'm doing because like I don't have a lot of options.
See this my speed. It's enough to move back. Wait, who's exploding?
Me, you, and Elocution, I think.
No, not me, right? Wasn't it? What was it? Me? No, wasn't it Ray?
No, it was
Oh.
Jojira, Ray, Elocution. Sorry.
I just had to move away from me off. It's fine. Alright. I think I can reach. Oh my god, I have to get out of Nameless. Yeah. It's time to punch. It's time to punch.
As that first punch goes out, it will respond with a legendary action, as it will move its bauble to cover this entire corner over here.
Oh my god.
It's fine. You just teleport out of it. Easy.
Yeah.
I think this is good for you because it's like less. There's more
Yeah.
space for you.
What is a fucking wall though? Okay, and then.
So are you wait? So are you teleporting to the other side, or?
Oh yeah.
You're like
40. So I can only move a little bit out. Okay. Okay, that's me.
Because the 1-2 buckle my shoe.
Absolutely.
3-4 hit him with the door.
Oh.
Arcano-voltaic breath. It will take the full 141 damage from that.
And because it just failed one of my lightning saves, I can disable one of the features of my choice on it. I choose Inevitable Catastrophe.
Alright. Although the previous one is still like going to happen. It's inevitable after all. But it can't use it for the meantime.
Yes. I'm going to try to keep it disabled for the rest of the fight.
And what seems like an unusual move, it goes ahead and uses 3 of its legendary actions to move the bauble again. Approximately into the area where Elocution is right here.
Let me check something real quick. There is not a once per turn feature on this. So if I hit it again, I could theoretically disable a second ability.
I don't think that's intentional. I believe, like most other effects of this kind, it's once per. Otherwise, like multi-attack rolls would get kind of silly.
I mean, this only applies to my spells. And my breath just happens to
Same.
count as a spell.
Yeah, similar vibe to that, I know. The hubris has taken a substantial damage. Ray said that they would return and then they would make their move, right? So Growl's complete. Jajari, are you finished?
It's tempting to hit it with an intelligence save, but it is quite intelligent.
Maybe it's just seeing the future.
Isn't there a spell to make things dumber?
Feeble
Feeble
mind.
mind.
Goodbye.
Feeble mind
Yeah.
button.
I'm going to blast it again as hard as I can.
Draconic Spark. As the Draconic Spark heads over to it, you see that it raises all of its hands as if forming an X shape as it is casting another spell. And the spell it is casting is Time Stop.
Counter spell.
You have one?
I do.
Try
you-
for it. This is a 9th level spell, so you will need to roll to attempt to cancel it.
What do I roll again? Like what?
Your casting stat. So I think for you that's charisma.
Yeah,
Is
just
it a
straight
save
charisma.
or just a straight
Just
roll?
an ability check.
Straight charisma. So I think you need a 19 straight normal.
They got a 27.
I don't think you have advantage on charisma ability checks unless you have something giving you it.
I mean, I can add one to that, or give myself
you-
advantage. But
I mean, if you couldn't, I could add to it.
okay, I got 25.
What's giving you a 9th level counter spell, by the way?
It's
I
not.
don't have a 9th level counter.
That's why
Oh, it's
they
not
have
a 9th
to-
level, it's just yeah, it's a
That's why
3rd
I'm
level counter spell.
rolling.
Okay. It's a good time to... Let's see, I'm just double checking something. I was thinking the Canopic Mummies had counter spell, but no, they do not. As it is been countered and prevented from using its Time Stop. And it takes the full 98 lightning damage.
It's at near death.
Oh wait, I didn't give the mark proc damage. I just gave the healing because it was radiant, and I thought radiant does no damage, but it does damage.
All right. I healed myself with my breath too, so I am actually now at full again.
Does. Could you give it
It's
that
still 10
damage from
damage.
the mark it took when Jojera procced it with the whatchamacallit?
Okay, 10 damage. Boop.
Oh yeah. Nameless, can you move a little bit so you don't get hit by a trumpet? You two growl.
Which way?
If you have movement.
This way?
Yeah, it's just going to be like a
I-
60-foot cone.
I am about to explode, by the way, Nameless.
Oh, okay. Ugu, I'll move over here.
That's the trumpet.
Actually, I'll just wait. Is Ray? Are you gonna explode?
Yes, but I have
Yes.
enough movement to move away because I'm.
Wait, I was on Growl earlier, right? It's just the same turn, right?
The Growl's the one person not exploding, so that might be the
Okay,
right one.
yeah. I was on Growl
Uh,
because they weren't exploding.
That's all the movement I know.
Oh, that's fine. I can move. I can angle this to like
Yeah.
not hit you.
Just England.
Oh yeah, that's
Cool.
fine, 'cause, God damn it! Why can't they just be evil, huh?
Where's the damage roll? Oh, there it is.
But the mummy takes double.
Oh. So 40 damage to Mummy, 10 damage to the Hubris.
Who is kind of low? Why not?
I think the person who's only really taking damage is nameless, and yourself.
No, I don't want to carry myself. 224. You know what? It's
You
fine.
know your radiant aura. Can you hurt yourself with that for minor healing?
That'd be funny.
I think the word.
I mean, that's what I'm doing with my Dragon Storm. Like every turn, I'm applying my Dragon Storm to myself for minor healing.
I feel like the wording is specifically enemies in the aura.
Ah.
You're like, oh, foiled by my own attempts.
I mean, I'm happy for the wording to stay like that. It's not intended.
Yeah.
And I can do it with cantrips anyway, so like... anyway, Holly will... Do I have a 6th level slot? Oh, I do.
That long strider has been putting in work, by the way, if you haven't noticed.
I've tangentially noticed, like, sometimes, but not all the time.
Elocution, I believe you have yet to make your move.
I will heal...
Is that directed on you, Ray?
Yes, this is on me.
Are you so mummy rotted?
Yeah, the mummy rot
Oh, yeah.
prevent heals.
I knew that.
Yeah,
Oh,
healer
you
moves
counted spell
diseases,
earlier,
not
right?
curses.
Oh wait, no, you weren't. Were you mummy rotted when you used counterspell, Ray?
It was
Yeah.
During the Ion Stone.
I don't remember when the mummy rot happened. I don't remember if that was before or after that.
I think it was last turn because you counterspelled the counterspell, if I recall. Yeah, I think that was. Okay, just double checking.
Does
You're
mummy
fine.
rot stop? Okay, cool.
Elocution, you go ahead, a malevolent inverter to throw out a little bit more damage onto the hubris, which fails and takes the full 64 cold damage.
It's not yet at the panic threshold where it needed to pass that save.
Will the mummy be opportunity attacking me?
Yes, it will. Thank you for asking.
Yeah.
Hi, 8.
Okay. Right. I'm about to
Yeah, we're out of range of each other right here. So that's good range.
I have a...
Just remember something. Did anybody fail the inevitable catastrophe last time? I don't think so, right? No, it's alright. I'm just thinking of something else. Never mind. That doesn't apply to inevitable catastrophe. I was thinking of something else. Ignore me. Is that all for your turn?
I have a bonus action where I remaining, so I am eating. Oh, I have a 4th level slot. We'll use that.
I think you murderize it, personally. That's my vote.
I only have radiant damage still. I don't know how much I can.
I'm talking to Elocution, sorry. She was asking in chat.
Okay. Let it never be said, I don't give people things like a 4th level healing word. Wait, is healing?
Were you cast?
That's on nameless.
Oh, you have range on it? I didn't know.
Defeat
As
currently.
you cast healing, as you cast the healing word, the rigors of the casting are taking a tremendous toll on your body. You said 4th level?
Yes.
That will incur a very significant 80 damage as you cast that healing word.
How?
Is that any type of damage in particular?
No, it's just
Also,
the basically a cost. It's a cost to casting a spell at this point.
you're too close to me now because we will
Yeah.
both get it twice if you're there.
I'll be moving down in a sec. I was just moving to be at range for the counterspell. Okay, cool. Then I need a con save for my concentration. Ow. Okay, so my concentration on banishment is over.
Oh yeah, that is concentration, isn't it? Dang, I totally moved I think the mummies were like here and here. That seems right to me.
I think they were. I think they were like. They were like on the peripheries. I feel like I recall.
So like here
don't-
and here?
Yeah, because I distinctly remember one of them. We were like, which one didn't fail, and it was like here because they were sort of like. They were,
Oh yeah, in
yeah.
the first turn they ran up to the two people, and so like they were like here-ish on
it
both
was,
sides
like,
of us.
Here and here. Something like that.
Right next to each other? Like right here?
I just remember that they were like they ran up straight up to the people that were on the sides.
Okay, so that seems about right. That seems to mesh with my memory as well. I deleted their tokens because I forgot that banishment isn't permanent. And I don't think they were injured because they had just undid. Okay. Elocution, I believe you had a scorching ray ready to go out. You roll 10 times just to see if you're missing any of them or go all land. Its AC is 26, so you can't miss any of these.
If they roll a 1.
Yeah. Oh, that's 2 1s.
I'll have you know that's only 1/1.
Because it's a
Oh.
crit.
It's a crit.
So basically, it cancels out. It is essentially the same thing.
Yeah, so it's basically 30d6 as if all of them had hit at normal.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh wait, is my fated bolt? Would that count as casting a 9th level spell?
Yes.
Maybe don't do that.
Yeah, maybe I'll choose not to do that.
You're like, oh, now you know why Valen was being conservative with their spell sometimes.
That's fair.
The hubris has incurred so much damage, it is pretty much on death's door at this point.
I know the feeling.
Why isn't the bottom one called Death's Door then?
I think I do have it set to death's door. I think it's like
is it not on the bottom one?
yeah, yeah, I think it's near death, not at death's door.
Oh, I'll make a note. I've
Okay.
flown up as well, just to be out of melee attacks.
I think he has mentioned that these things float as they move around.
God damn it!
They can hover, yeah.
Can they hover up to 35 feet?
Their movement speed actually isn't that high, so if they have to move horizontally and vertically at you, it might be enough to not be in range.
Do we have any idea of their rough move speed from what we observed?
30-ish, maybe?
Okay, because I could have like Holly drop me off. Because the point is to be like, you know, out of danger.
Right. Then, with all that settled, the beginning of the turn occurs, and you knew it was on the way. An inevitable catastrophe has begun. Jujira, this is your inevitable catastrophe. For 284. Elocution, here's your inevitable catastrophe. For 259. And Ray, your inevitable catastrophe. For 307.
Did these get higher?
No.
Okay. I'm going to use my racial legendary resistance.
Alright.
No one's passed.
Resistance
No one's failed the int save, have they? so far.
Not yet.
So we don't know what it does.
No.
Hum, hum.
I love that icon for inevitable catastrophe, by the way. I was looking for something, and even though it doesn't look menacing, it just feels right for it. Like a sun, like the sun rising, rising up.
Oh wait, I will use my legendary resistance on this actually.
Oh, okay.
How does Mummy Rot interact with Death Ward? Is it favourably?
Is it inevitable catastrophe going to consume basically the Death Ward by going down to 0 HP?
So like it sets you at 1 instead of you hitting 0.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Cool. That's the point basically. I just wanted to make sure this wasn't going to turn me into sand.
The catastrophe goes 15 feet around you.
Yes, you see that as the time explodes, the mummies here seem unaffected by it, as they have seemed unaffected by all the time-based magic that the hubris has been using. You can tell the hubris is intentionally excluding them from the time. Once you apply the damage, I'll make the hubris take its next moves.
Question: would I take damage from cantrips with Mummy Rot?
Yes.
Damn. Tough crowd.
Execution, you can use your reaction, yes. You can have one of your skitter widgets take this for you.
I mean, even if you cantrip yourself, you can't heal, right? Because of the Mummy Rot?
I don't know, I'm just thinking about if I make it out of this fight, and I still have Mummy Rot.
You all see Elocution explode and get outright obliterated. No, Elocution! Oh, but it was just a skitter widget. One of the cultists has made the great sacrifice. But that was also Elocution at the same time, so, you know, the line gets pretty blurry pretty fast.
Well, I took my damage. I think Ray took her damage. It's all 3 of us then.
Alright. As you avoid the worst effects of inevitable catastrophe elocution by using your inner alchemy to have been elocution and not there at the same time. The hubris undoes the arcane voltaic, which it also, you see uniquely what it does is that like it reaches its hands where the counterspell magic took place, and it seems to undo something as well. But nothing seems to happen beyond that. Growl, it's aiming these rotting shards at you. It aims one. Actually, hold on. No. The hubris is smarter than this. It's seen what Nameless can do. It aims its rotting shards at Ray.
I would like, given I'm on 1 HP, I feel like it's fair for me to say I'm going to alert any attacks directed towards me.
Yes. How many alert dodges do you have left? Have you been subtracting them?
Yes, I have 6 after this one. Because I have 8 from proficiency bonus, and I've only dodged 1 attack. The other ones have been saving throw dodges.
I see. Okay. It throws another one directed over at you, Jojira. Missing. The next thing it does is it's still focus firing as it casts Time Ravage at you, Ray. A little more undodgeable than a shard. I think regardless of what you do, it's going to knock you to 0. It's just a question of whether you'll also be aged. You're not aged, but I think this is going to knock you unconscious.
I mean,
Most likely.
if it knocks her to 0, doesn't she dust?
Most likely.
Because her death ward has already been expended.
Let's find out. You fall to 0 HP, Ray, unconscious on the ground.
No.
You are not dusted yet.
That's convenient.
However, you're in a precarious position as you are at 0 HP and unable to be healed.
And you're the only one who knows remove curse.
I'll figure it out.
The hubris then grabs points with all 4 of its hands. Inevitable
casts Time Ravage on
catastrophe.
her.
But yes, it used Time Ravage, and it was a saber half elocution. You have used
counter
reaction.
spell through the bubble?
You don't have reactions available. You used it to prevent the inevitable catastrophe.
And you also can't counter spell through. You can't cast any spell through Resilient Sphere, I believe.
All right. What was I saying? It aims all 4 of its hands to point at people for its inevitable catastrophe, but there is no looming sense of dread this time. It seems that this inevitable was very vettable. A vettable catastrophe.
How many times did you kill yourself with Caveat Emptor?
Twice.
Sentence I was expecting to hear today.
And twice were fully preventable as well because I forgot to add mods to it.
The canopic mummies make a beeline straight for you, Ray. That you are at 0 HP.
Can you tell
One of
them?
them fist.
Can you tell them that they can't hold person me because I'm Fae?
Oh wait, that's a crit. I just realized that's a crit because it's at advantage from the ground.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything for that.
No, I don't know why the damage didn't roll.
You might have to remind me how your death crit rules work.
It's just one death fail. That's it.
Okay.
That will hit. And one more. Oh, that 28 will not hit. It's just not possible. Just barely not possible.
Alright, I need to go. Does Nameless need to block anything before I leave?
It doesn't seem so. I think
Okay.
that not this turn anyway.
Okay.
Alright, thanks for joining, Crystal. See you in the
Bye.
final session.
So since we're a player down, can you reduce its health to 0?
To 0. Whoa. I will reduce its HP though to compensate. There we go. I also reduced its max HP. That's why it doesn't look like it changed, but it did. The other 2 canopic mummies still need to move. Is this one? It's not in range, and so it can't do that. Grell, some mummies are on their way to beat you up.
No way.
I'm going to assume Nameless was going to block this because they were asking if they could. So,
Yeah.
barring a crit here, they do block all of these. However, you must now survive through 2 dreadful freezes.
This is not.
One of them attempts to dreadfully freeze you, Elocution, but your resilient spear is preventing it. As you are paralyzed, Growl, over there.
Nameless. Can Nameless give me anything?
I mean, if Nameless was on them, they would have the plus. Oh no, the plus 10 is already there.
Yeah. They would have given you the plus 10, and they could have reactioned and allowed you to use your reaction to.
Actually, no,
you.
wait. Their very existence gives plus 2, so that would have been 37.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
No.
well, that's the number 1.
And that one would be plus 10 with the reaction. So you are safe, Growl. Nameless's bonuses were just enough to prevent the paralysis.
Nice.
Thus, the Hubris's turn has finished, and it is now at all 7 of its legendary actions back. Ray, you're down to 2 death fails. Please make a death saving throw.
2 death saves? Did one of them...
You were at 2 twice.
Oh. Wait, what was the second hit? 35, my AC is 35, so I only see one.
35? I see 32 on your sheet.
If he's talking about the attack rolls.
Yeah, one of them was a 35, and one of them was a 30.
No, sorry, I am. Never mind, yeah, you're right, you're right. Oh wait, no. I'm already dead then because there's a 33, a 34, and a 35, or 36 is what it should have been.
Yeah, 36.
So that's 3 fails.
34. They only had 4. They only had 4 attacks on you. That was it. So it was the 35, 21, 19, and 34.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Let's see.
Death fail. Remind me, what modifiers do you get on death saves?
Only things that apply to all saves.
Correct. Which Resolve happens to do.
That is
That's a
not a death
Constitution
save.
Oh yeah.
But that's a 2. So, well, no, we historically make you have to use the save correctly. So, you lucked out. You extended to 2.
That's not how luck works.
How
Surely it does.
how roll death save and how?
It should be on your portrait. Like there should be like a thing you can click there on your sheet.
Oh, I think it's because you didn't set yourself to 0.
Oh,
that's
you
what-
you have yourself at 1,
There we
not
go.
0.
Okay.
There we go. I fixed it.
Okay. So I roll this. Oh my.
Oh,
The dice giveth.
a natural 20, Ari. On the brink of death, you open your eyes.
Well,
Do you want to get
What
the
a
curse
roll.
off you right away, or because you're the only one who can get that curse off?
yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
While you deliberate, I'm going to use the restroom really fast. I'll be right back as you consider the moves.
Yeah, I think probably the play for me is I cast remove curse on myself, and then immediately follow that up with a Holly casting heal on myself.
I also have heal prepared if necessary.
Well, would that use one
Because
of
I'm
your
assuming it's going to.
6th level slots?
It will use one of my 6th. Yeah, one of my 6. But the ones I'm concerned about saving are my 7th plus.
That's fair. Well, I mean, it'd use. I've used the free one, so it's my 6th level slot that it'd be used, and I'm not using them for that much.
You just don't die.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
Because like I am assuming that as soon as you remove cursed yourself, it is going to try to legendary action you down with like the sand.
I mean, probably.
And beyond that, like the rest of the turns, like mostly straightforward. We hit it with dex saves and also punch it this turn. Like once once Ray's in a spot where she's not going to die horribly.
Yeah.
I mean, I always thought the whole AC when you're down is quite humorous.
It just doesn't work like that in previous editions. That is definitely a 5e thing. Don't do that yet, Ralph, because we would need.
Yeah,
Because every action we take, it means it can take a legendary action, which you can use to try to kill Aerie.
Oh.
Yeah.
So all of our actions should be dedicated to preserving Aerie until she's in a good spot.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna.
and then we start killing it.
Yeah. We like the fireball gusto. Just
I just wanted to.
just
I
spare me
just
1
wanted to
second.
kill it fast.
I don't want to have to roll a new character for the final fight.
Imagine.
And I don't know. Probably wouldn't roll another character for the final.
I mean,
The
if
final
worst
fight.
case,
So, if I heard correctly, the first thing that happens, Ray, is you're using remove curse.
Yes.
Okay. The hubris will react. It is as you suspected. It is going to use 2 of its legendary actions to accelerate sand. Specifically, it has grown wise to your wily tactics. 1 second.
It's gonna put it horizontally on me so I can't alert out of it, isn't it?
It is putting it horizontally on you so you cannot alert out of it.
I mean, I have 10 feet. It probably can do it, can't it? Yeah, that'll do it.
what about down?
That's not that part is a wall, right? Like
Oh.
there's like a little, this little part's a wall.
How,
I thought that was a ledge.
how tall is the wall?
It extends 30 feet high.
Okay, fair. Yeah, fair enough.
That was not a ledge. I don't believe it is anyway. I've been treating it as a wall this whole time. Otherwise, its ability to hit elocution would have been significantly different this whole time.
Cool. Then I will. Ooh, actually, so I can heal myself. So when I cast a spell, I can give myself hit points, or I can heal people hit points. What is the timing on that in relation to remove curse?
I would
action
consider
take
that
effect?
as being part of the spell, which occurred before the legendary action happened in response to it.
Correct.
Okay, cool. Then I can heal myself for 20, 30, I believe. 'Cause 20. Yeah, 30.
Accelerate 10 hits pretty hard though, so.
Oh, I'm sure it does. Yeah. At least I don't have mummy rot.
It's true. But you are unconscious once more. However, at least you are not at 2 death fails. So you are on the verge of death, but not there.
Cool. Then Holly will fly in.
I'm going to show Crystal what happened with that death save. Okay.
Cool. Holly will cast heal using one of my 6th level slots.
Ray, you are back.
Does Holly benefit from your healing bonuses?
I don't believe so, no.
Okay.
They have resolve though, which is nice.
Oh, that should technically add to the healing, right?
Yeah, that's why I've added 110, not 70. Anything from the big man? After
Yes,
heal?
they will. They are going to respond, although I think they realize that
Wait.
this is not going to.
Before they did that, I want to move between it and Ray, just so it doesn't have vision of her, because I am total cover, just in case.
Oh, all right, yeah. So it doesn't have vision of Ray anymore.
Can I have alerted, like, even though I can't of it, can I have alerted just because it's free, right? When it's a saving throw or an effect.
The
alert.
slide around you is moving quite fast. You can certainly alert while in it, but
I mean,
it's
like,
going to hurt.
alert, like, in response to the initial one.
In the original
what I
one,
meant.
like have moved a little bit before they went down the first time.
Oh, yeah, sure. Go for it. Alert.
Yeah.
They will. I'm trying to think about what their move here is.
They become that paladin, that cleric that lets them command their allies to attack as a bonus action and hits me to the ground.
Also, I think this is the first time I've been in my true form around you guys, because I actually am a full dragon turtle now.
I'd be very impressed if
cool.
I wasn't eating sand gravel.
It's going to place a slow field directly on top of Jojira by moving the bauble there.
How much did I move? 15 feet. Even with 25, part of me is still in, so that counts as being in it, right?
Yeah. Quite a nasty move right there.
I mean,
Growl, you
Yeah.
you see that it has just responded aggressively by moving that hit over onto Jojira, moving the bauble.
like, I think you're clear
Okay.
to start punching.
Time for me to fireball.
You could set that on top of yourself and hit the mummies and it at the same time, I think, and you can just dodge it.
Dodge my own fireball.
Yeah, you have evasion. You're a monk.
Wonderful. Okay.
Hubris has been hit significantly by that fireball. It's going to try retaliating by using a shard onto you, Growl.
Is this something I can dodge?
If you're AC
It's
right.
like
It's an attack roll.
missile.
Oh, deflect the missile.
Energy.
Oh, you can deflect missile. Yeah, you have deflect missile, don't you?
Throw it back. Throw it back.
I remembered it for once.
The rotting shard aims for you, Growl, as you catch the missile over in your hand, and also you can't totally reduce the damage. You can reduce it quite a bit because of the class update we made. Let me take a look over at how much it is.
I haven't updated that maybe in a while. I'm not sure.
1d10 plus dex modifier plus twice monk level, so that's 40 plus something. Oh, but you have resistance to it, so you reduce the damage to 0, and you throw the rotting shard back over at the hubris as it pierces over into the vessel it's containing in its hand, and it begins to fall to the ground slowly. It dies right there in a whir of mechanical parts. The canopic mummies fall apart and their ashes inside fall to the ground. As the light dims down and you find yourself returning back to Candlekeep, having slain the hubris, you do see it beginning to whir back to life, but perhaps that is not something you have to deal with.
you see Ray probably like still on the floor, like injured, just put their hand up, going, "But the treasure." The druid now.
Did it revive in their campaign?
It started to reverse heal, as in to kill it again, you had to bring its HP to full. But I wasn't making you go through both phases of that fight. One,
the
because I don't
fuck?
have enough time. Two, we don't have enough people.
Shit,
Mostly,
can you put us, could you put us, or can you just look on the other map and tell me what Holly's HP was, because it's on the I don't have the actual amount.
It was on the token, not the map, not
Yeah.
the sheet.
Yes, I see. Hold on, let me go ahead and get that for you. But you did it. What What a finish with that deflect missile and that nat 20 on the save.
Ah, beautiful.
I think it's fucking fantastic that between the buff to deflect missiles and her resistances, she took 0 damage from it.
That was great. Holly had 202 HP.
The fuck? Why?
Okay. So, 1 second. Yeah, actually this was funny. The first time the other party has a necromancer. The first time it was at near like 100 HP, they used power word kill and finished it off. And then as it started reversing, right, and had to be at full HP before it died, they used power word heal, healing at the full, and killed it again,
Excellent.
which is really funny.
I mean, I've literally got power word heal. Put us through the second phase. We'll one shot it like again, easy.
All right.
How many
Due to
spell slots do you
time-
have left?
Oh,
Not many.
sorry, apologies. You can, due to time, I have to have resolve one more thing in order to make this possible. You instinctively know that, I mean, for the sake of making sure that the final session can run smoothly without going like tremendously over time, you know that you now have the ability to go into the Wisteria Veil book, and doing so will not like immediately trigger anything, and you will be able to anything between now and then you can like handle in the interim, basically. Just as a sake of making sure that like we don't spend 30 minutes in the final session handling things now.
Cool.
Okay.
So,
get
you-
final book things that aren't that final fight done before the next week's session.
Yes. But for the meantime, I at least want you to be able to see what you're about to witness over there. It's not going to immediately trigger something. It's like the final set piece, as it were. You find yourselves inevitably after some time. You take your short rest. You take your time to talk with the people in the books, and I'll let you all do that in chat as desired. You maneuver your way over to the resurrection of Wisteria Vale, large and imposing, although really it is a trick of the library's spatial warping capacities. When you are ready to enter, move your token onto the tail of Wisteria Vale.
I think I need that short rest first. I'm a hero.
Yeah, don't worry. This isn't triggering
Yeah.
an immediate. You'll have time to do so.
Oh, nice. I don't even have to recast
Question.
Death Warden, everybody. Just me.
Yes.
Is it too early to ask about like loot, level up, resolve?
You get 2 resolves and a level up. So let me go ahead and add that resolve on. You find yourself resolute, having a sufficient amount to be able to enter the tail. One, two. Oh. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7. Okay, that's 7 for you. 7 for Jujir. All right. Well, as your token is ready, you can go ahead and throw yourself there onto the tail.
We
We can just assume we have all of our short rest benefits now.
Yes, you can assume that you did all your short rest stuff, that you had time to talk with the people inside of the various books.
Right, okay, so you're gonna
if
show
one
us a
last
set piece,
time,
got it.
like- Yeah, that's it. Just showed it as a matter of time being in the way.
Isn't
I
this
have
a
to head to work
little?
soon.
Isn't this a little excess in ceremony then?
No, I think there's a room for a little bit of ceremony. As elocution, you see that your companions have gathered, ready to unlock the story, which they now have enough resolve to do. And this is when Elocution reveals they were a traitor the whole time.
Yes.
Will you move on to the book, Elocution? Look at that, they're teasing us with that ruler.
I guess I go into the final fight as Ray.
What a nat 20. You would have been killed if you didn't get that 20. And I don't know if anybody has revival magic.
I have Regenerate, your buffed version of it, but that's it.
Holly has.
Meta
I
narrative
also-
Elocution, you know nothing will happen, and you will have time to handle what you need to between now and the session.
I will note that, do you know those, like, genies in the cylinders that we found at one point that we never touched? We technically still have those that could have been used as revival if we had time after the fight.
Oh, that's true. That would be kind of funny. Don't you only have you have all the genies, right? Or did you
We have all the
We
genies.
literally
Everything-
never opened them. We never opened any of them. We never
Amazing.
even fucking read the outsides.
Fantastic. You go ahead and reach the book over here. And all of you please clasp your hands onto the loop that holds it together. And with all of your combined resolve are able to pull it open and find yourself transported one final time through a tale within Candlekeep.
Ball.
Here is
Ball?
the final space that you see. You appear at the bottom on the bridge.
Still loading.
Oh my god, it's Anne Orlando.
That's not Candlekeep, right?
You look over at the area to see where are you? Where did you just find yourself appearing? Looking through, as you appear on this bridge, you look over to the north, and there looming, opulent and imperial, is a massive manor that bears resemblances to the one that you saw back in Wisteria Vale, where you first found Errant Quill's home. Looking to the south, you see the town of Wisteria Vale, but large and bustling, as if it had the time it needed to grow from a shanty little village to a full-fledged commercial city. However, trying to move to the south, you see that there is a similar impassable wall as you had found on the train ever so long ago. And looking to the north, not only does your dragon sense detect that Miriam is in there, but you know that that lies your final encounter. As that is where the session will end.
Get the bastard, rush him.
I'm just going to leave the map on this. Now that both parties have arrived at the same map at the same time, I think that's kind of funny that that's two final sessions ready to go in a row. I'll post the details in the chat about that, along with any other relevant things, but I must now prepare for work. So thank you all for joining, and I will see you
Give us
one more time.
What?
I mean, are you actually
Yeah.
expecting the session to take just one session?
Yes. Traditionally, the way it's been is only one session. Finales that take two sessions don't. It feels weird. You
I
know?
mean, both Toa and Curse of Strahd finales lasted like 6 hours.
I mean, I'm anticipating 5, as because usually the last hour is for like talking and epilogues and stuff, which people don't technically have to be around for. But I will post the details for that in a moment. Just let me get to work first, and then I'll have the details out.
Yeah, you got to work. Thank you for the session.
Thank you, session.
All right, see y'all later.
Thank you.
Sayonara.
Uh, Go enjoy my money.
Will you send me a takeaway? Thank you. Greek food,
I
please.
am
Sure,
still
sure,
fucking
sure.
salty over the lack of loot in this dungeon. I am still using a mundane +2 shield and a cloak of protection I bought at the very beginning of the campaign.
I mean,
We're
I
not
mean,
allowed to keep it anyway.
I am getting 43 HP on this level up, which is something.
that's pretty good.
Yeah. Because one of the things I took on my aspect of True Dragon is that my HP formula is maximized. So like I'm always counted as having the highest possible roll for all of my HP level ups now.
Is that retrospective?
So yes, retroactive, yes.
I see. That's
Like,
pretty
that's
good.
That's why my HP jumped up by like 100
Yeah,
in between
you
sessions.
paid like 400 plus 500. Makes sense.
So yeah, my HP is going to be 543 now. Because I got a D10 hit die with a D10 con mod, and then I'm taking the epic level thing, where you get another hit die in your con mod. So 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 is 40, and then 3 from tough, 43.
That is not excessive at all. But
Is there a such thing as too much health? I don't think so.
Never.
who needs help?
I mean, my entire like feat choice has been as defensive as possible. If you haven't noticed.
Yeah, I've noticed. But to answer your question from earlier, before I do any channel divinity spell slot restoring shenanigans, I have a 5th level slot, an 8th level slot, and a 9th level slot.
I've been trying to reserve my 7th and 9th for my Ruby of Defiance. I wasted one during the cutscene that brought us into the final dungeon, sadly. So I just have 1 7th, 1 8th, and 1 9th. So I have 3 uses of that feature to just say no to anything Quill does.